All right, welcome back, everybody, to Crows of Judgment. Looks like we are all live and ready to go. Give me a couple seconds to get some things sorted out on my end. How is everyone doing? I hope you're ready for another week. It's already off to a great start. I will admit I'm already regretting a video that I made. Not so much. How do I phrase this properly? I made a video talking about this situation between Defamation Noodles and Keemstar, right? And
fix it.
what?
Fix it. Oh, okay, there we go. That's better. I thought you had the split screen one, and I
okay. So I did this video talking about the situation where Defamation Noodles was bringing up like a 4-year-old story to slander Keemstar, and I was just like, you know what? That's a pretty shitty thing to do. You're a pretty disgusting person, right? And then Keemstar did something recently. John, do you want to inform the audience of what Keemstar did recently?
Oh, are we just going to get right into it? I mean, people don't want to wait for Aura, because Aura's bringing us some fire too.
We will wait for Aura. We're just giving the audience a rundown of what we'll be talking about tonight right now.
Okay, so where do you want me to start then?
What did Keemstar release? Why is it so controversial? And how badly are we going to rip into him and this motherfucker? What is it? Ohmwrecker. Yeah. Okay. Go. So feel free to keep it brief. I got to run downstairs and actually grab some water.
All right. So I guess I'll manage the chat here for one. So, long story short, obviously everybody's seen what's been going on with Keemstar and Def Noodles, and how he is basically, he's basically doing the same thing that's been done to him the last couple of days. No surprise there, right? Because that's just another day for Keem. He basically is just kind of pulling the same thing, except he's using somebody else as a mouthpiece to do it. But he's okay with kind of perpetuating this narrative of there being this underlining issue within the Vanoss crew, which, for all we know, in fairness, could be true. Could be completely true. They could all be complete degenerates. That wouldn't surprise me one bit if they all were. But it's all a matter of what you can prove. And the issue, I think, here is there's not a whole hell of a lot that can be proven, especially when you have unreliable sources. When you have guys that already have a track record, like the track record that Ohmwrecker has, and like fucking MINILADD has, I don't see how you're gonna use them as credible sources to make your fucking argument.
Well, I mean, that's the problem with Keemstar's show. He doesn't actually care who the source is. Like, if I accuse somebody, right, and it's somebody that, big name person I have some sort of connection to, they could hate my fucking guts, right? They'd hate my fucking guts, right? I mean, let's say 3 years from now, Origami is a big streamer. We had a falling out. We hate each other. We fight publicly all the time. And then I come out and I say Origami groomed a 15-year-old, right? Just randomly one day, right? Would I be a credible source for any claim there? If I've been publicly beefing with the guy for like years, I have an axe to grind against the guy. Now, all of a sudden, I'm coming out with this story from years ago in which I accuse him of grooming. That's what this shit feels like, honestly. But it gets worse because the entire situation is so fucked up. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, you have two grown men who in their own words, or in one of their own words, states that they got a minor to flirt with an adult so they could get him on base cam for something. Like, it's really like.
Well, the rabbit hole goes.
Oh God!
It's kind of deep. So like I said, the narrative that's trying to be painted here by Keemstar is that, again, there's this underlining issue with the Vanoss crew having, sexual impropriety. Here's the thing that Keem doesn't mention, but I guess we'll get into that in the video, but just I guess a little bit of a spoiler. What Keem doesn't mention is that some of these people, okay, some of these people aren't even a part of the Vanoss crews anymore, and they haven't been for quite some time. So Delirious, look, I'm not saying that these guys that are part of the Vanoss crew aren't degenerates in their own right, because when you dig into a lot of the past and a lot of the things that they tweeted, it's inappropriate stuff. There's no way around that. There's no way to cover that up. That a lot of the stuff that they tweeted back in the day was edgy. A lot of it was pretty inappropriate, pretty disgusting stuff, right? But you also have to take into account, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't be held to account, but because they put it all out there publicly, they were also a lot of these guys were fresh out of high school themselves and lacked the maturity and the wherewithal to be more careful. You know what I mean?
Well, a lot of this stuff was like 2012, 2013, like 2014.
Yeah, some of them were 19, 20 years old. They were, like I said, they were young. Of course, does that excuse it? No, because we know how it is, right? You know, if you put it out there, I mean, you better be ready for what comes with it down the line, especially if you're at a point where people consider you to be an adult. So,
well, I think the problem is, you know, we've seen this when we talk about cancel culture and everything. You have people that will dig through comments from years ago and throw them in your face today and go, you said this, I'm going to hold you accountable, even though you probably don't even remember saying the thing.
Exactly,
right?
Because somehow, some way, there's no way you could change. You're still that same person at heart.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm going to judge you, even though you're a better person today, I'm going to judge you based on who you were 8 or 10 years ago.
Yeah. So I think that's a lot of what's going on here with bringing up their past comments and everything. And we'll get into more of it when we get into the video. But again, the two people being used as sources on this shit, one of them is this Ohmwrecker guy who got tossed out, has an axe to grind, and he's not even who you could call like an inside source because he wasn't even part of the crew when this incident took place, right? So he's literally some kind of fucking dumbass weirdo who got tossed out. He's got a serious axe to grind, and he's looking for his fucking payday. He's looking for the day where his name gets back out there, even though he's been clowned on repeatedly for his own behavior. And the shit that he's done, like I've seen some of the shit about this guy. He's not a good person by any stretch of the imagination. He's just not. Then the other person who Keemstar apparently is using as a source to verify Ohmwrecker is fucking MINILADD. And I'm like, MINILADD was also tossed out by that same crew. MINILADD is an actual fucking... MINILADD has admitted to doing things with a child, right? And I'm like, so you got two people with an axe to grind, one of which has zero credibility or integrity, the other of which is a literal fucking pedo. And you're using them as fucking sources, right? I'm just, and it's Keemstar fucking doing it. And I'm like, we do this video talking about how Defamation Noodles brings up this fucking years old debunked story on Keemstar and how much of a fuckwad he is. And then Keemstar literally the next week has this motherfucker on to go back after the Vanoss crew. And he contacts MINILADD of all fucking people to use as a source. And I'm just like, you know what? At this point, I don't even know what to fucking say anymore. I don't know what to fucking say anymore. You know, you pointed out to me, Willie Mac had probably the best tweet about it, right? Where he's like, Defamation Noodles is just doing what Keemstar has done to people for literal fucking years. And he's right. Like, the shit Defamation Noodles is doing to Keemstar, you know why he's doing it. You know why he's doing it.
Just to be clear real quick, we're not saying that we like Defamation Noodles. He's still
I don't like either of them.
You know what I mean? What he's doing is two wrongs don't make a right, obviously. but it's just funny.
Yeah, no, it's fucking great. Keemstar spreading half-truths and misinformation to the public. Who would have thunk? Ed, thank you.
That's
for
what I'm
the
saying.
super chat.
That's what makes it funny. It's just like, because he still puts himself out there as a newscaster. It's like, dude, you're not news. You're just entertainment. You don't report on the news. You make the news.
Yeah. I mean, look, this is not a story in the sense of like, oh, this is this breaking thing. This is not a breaking thing. This stuff's been out there for fucking years. And the person you have coming on your show gives you nothing to further the story, gives you nothing to verify what he's claiming, right? He's someone with a clear fucking axe to grind, and then you go to another biased source with no credibility that nobody would ever believe or trust, and you use him to back up your fucking story. Like, dude, it's like you said, you are just entertainment for people. You are making up these fucking stories. And you know what his response will be to that? It's not my claim. It's this guy came to me with a story and I had to put it on my show. It's not my claim. It's his claim. And anyone who says it's my claim is wrong. Keemstar is always right. Like, I serious fucking Down syndrome with this guy.
Did you already talk about how what is it? How fucking what's his name? Def Noodles called him out, like not even called him out, but tried to call him out a couple days ago about the 15-year-old.
You know, honestly, I want to watch the video. No, we just started like going too much into this shit, right? I want to talk about a different story before we jump into this one, right? Because just a small update. I'll probably have a video up about it tomorrow. But Megadeth.
Mm-hmm.
So they fired their bassist, and I'm like, it's pretty fucked up. It's pretty fucked up. Let me just go to the tweet here, okay? Here we go. So we are informing our fans that David Ellefson is no longer playing with Megadeth, and that we are officially parting ways with him. We do not take this decision lightly. Well, we do not know every detail of what occurred with an already strained relationship. What has already been revealed now is enough to make working together impossible moving forward. And I'm like, see, I saw that, and I saw that they fired him, and I saw that they basically admitted to not. Here's the best part of this explanation, right? And this is from today. They're admitting in here that they didn't actually bother to look into the story, right? They said, well, we do not know every detail of what occurred. I'm like, dude, this is today. This story about David Ellefson got debunked like 2 fucking weeks ago. It got debunked as soon as it began. What they fired him over was being the victim of a fucking crime. This girl, who was 19 at the time, has like this sexting phone call with this other dude, right? She records it, shows it to her friend. That friend shows it to somebody else, and that other individual, who is still unnamed, goes to social media, posts it all, and says that he was talking with a minor, right? The girl then comes forward, says, no, I was an adult. This was completely consensual, right? And this is weeks ago, right? So as of today, what everybody knows about the story is that David Ellefson was the victim of a crime, right? Somebody recorded him and released revenge porn on him. And then Megadeth, because I guess this Dave Mustaine guy doesn't like this Ellefson person, goes ahead and uses it as cover to fire the guy. And I'm like, dude, I saw some people like leaving comments on my tweet going like, you know, metal is dead if they're caving to mob outrage and shit. I'm like, I don't even see it that way. What I see is this Mustaine guy having no balls whatsoever to speak of. And he just doesn't have them, right? So he can't fire this guy because he doesn't like him, right? And start shit. So what he does is he waits for the story to come out, still doesn't have the balls to fucking fire him when the story drops, waits a couple weeks, the whole thing's been debunked, but he really wants to get rid of the guy, so he uses it as fucking cover to do so. And in the fucking opening for this shit, admits to not knowing anything about the story. We haven't followed every single detail, but what we kind of overheard somewhat, we just don't feel like working with him anymore. Like, I hate seeing this shit. I do. Because to me, this isn't the case of someone like fucking caving to the mob. This is literally someone using the mob outrage to cover for the fact that he's got no fucking balls and he wants to get rid of someone. I hate this Weasley shit. Sen, what do you call it? Womanly shit?
Yes, I do call it womanly shit, but I might get me canceled in the future. And, might have to go some PC Sen soon. You know what I mean?
I look at this Weasley shit, like straight up Weasley shit, right? Like this dude, because apparently Ellison has had beef with this Mustaine guy before, right? And Ellison has been kicked out of the band before too, over it. Then they brought him back in, and this Mustaine guy is such a Weasley cowardly little bitch that he's using this story that has been completely debunked to axe this other guy. I was like, dude, you fucking
He's still running with it? He's still running with it? He's still running with it?
This was today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm like, this whole thing was debunked a long time ago. And I'm like, a long time ago. I mean, you've had 2 fucking weeks. How have you not followed up on this story at all?
Yeah, that's
the
really
person
funny.
that posted it got banned. They committed a fucking crime. It's called revenge porn. It is illegal to release that stuff. That's what happened. Their bassist was the victim of a crime. And Dave Mustaine, the guy that, co-founder of the fucking band, comes out and says, we're getting rid of him. I'm like, dude, I know people hate it when I how do I say it? Like, jump up a level, but let's put it like this. If Dave Ellefson got raped, right? And this Mustaine guy fires him because it makes the band look bad, right? That's the way it reads to me, because David Ellefson was the victim of a crime, and they're using that crime as a reason to get rid of him. It's fucked up. It's seriously fucked up. But there you go. There you go. So
should we get back to the main topic at hand, the main dish? Because there's a lot. There's a lot to get into.
Yeah, why not?
I didn't mean to overwhelm you. You okay?
You did. You did. You did. Okay, so let's talk about this video from Keemstar today.
Video.
I watched some of it. It was interesting, especially towards the middle.
What was your take on it, Sen?
I don't know. It was interesting. It was Keem being professional and whatnot. And then halfway through, I think he started putting some weird sound effects to set up the tone of the whole thing. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what to think of it. Seemed very professional at first, of course, because it's Keem, and then
it said serious allegations. So we know what those are.
It's fucking serious shit, dude.
Yeah, actually, what's really funny? Speaking of Deaf Noodles and everything earlier, he pointed out the Brawadis situation and how fucking Keem fucked that up.
Yeah,
and I'm like, this is the Brawadis situation all over again.
This is Carson. It's Carson.
Yeah, it's Carson and Brawadis together, right? It's literally Carson and Brawadis together.
Yep.
Thank you for the super chat, Simply Small Engine Repair. My favorite is live. Does he mean us? Are we the favorite?
He's probably talking about Augie.
New bird in the chat. Ducks have been decisive.
Well, he's also live too right now.
Ducks have been decisive is not new.
He's been
sure?
He's been around. He's been around for a while.
Yeah. Oh, my bad.
That's right. It is your bad.
You know who hasn't been here for a while though? Omnipresent Pheasant.
Who?
Omnipresent Pheasant.
It's like the first time I've heard of that name.
No, he's been around.
He's been around too. Okay, I got this playing at a fast speed, so let's
get into this shit video.
What is up, DramaAlert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's go right into the news.
Fuck's sake,
guys,
dog. It's just serious allegations. Let's get right into the news.
Well, that's what he always does. It's his recipe, you know.
He should probably not do that for like rape accusations and shit.
It's grossly inappropriate.
Dude. Yeah. Look.
Could you
Look,
imagine if they
it's
did
just-
that in like
it's just
yes,
wait,
he's
wait,
talking about
Wait, does
serious
everyone in this panel hate
accusations.
Keemstar? Like right now, does everybody hate Keemstar?
I've always hated Keemstar for years, dog. Just like fucking ever since he
Jesus.
docs Just Destiny.
Well, what about you, Crow? You hate Keem too? Well, he has you blocked, so yeah.
I don't hate him.
No,
I
think
don't.
you're
I
his
don't.
biggest
I don't.
fan.
No, I don't hate him. It's just
he's a piece of shit.
he's a piece of shit. I don't like. Keemstar is such a pathetic individual. Hatred just is wasted on him.
It's not worth it because he always does hateful shit and no one cares anyway.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? Like when he left the comment on our channel going on about calling his lawyers.
Oh,
Like I didn't hate him for that either. I
did
thought
do
he
that.
was
was
an even
hilarious.
bigger clown.
Thought that was funny.
Yeah, we started
Yeah.
fucking.
I almost
Started
forgot he
fucking
did
dying.
that.
You
Yeah.
dude, it's
Like,
it's
what is
still
it?
fucking
Ethan
hilarious.
is hateful. Like Ethan is hateful because he never used to be that way. He was pretending to be somebody else. That's why Ethan's hateful. This prick has always been a prick.
Yeah,
That's the difference.
You think he's authentic?
he's what
Authentically a prick?
Yes.
he's what Jim Cornette would call he's an outward cunt.
No, dude, like,
Tats Malarkey, thank you for the super chat. Been watching you guys for weeks now, and you guys are my new favorite commentary channel.
Oh,
thank
thank
you
you.
so much.
thanks, Malarkey. Appreciate that.
Okay, let's watch Keem on Coke.
Of a
watch.
big story. There are gaming YouTubers that have played with each other and entertained people for years and years and years that are under fire. And we are talking about the Vanoss crew. These are all massive YouTubers. H2O, Delirious, Wildcat, basically do work. 407, MINILADD, Bluey, Terrorizer, Moose Knuckle.
Can we
Big
stop it right
Jiggly.
here?
Yeah,
MINILADD is
right
not
here.
in Vanoss like anymore. He hasn't been in Vanoss in quite some time.
See, this
Well,
is part of my issue. This was part of my issue right away with this video. He completely misrepresents the Vanoss crew right here because he makes it seem like Minnie and Louie are still part of the crew. First off, neither one of those guys has played with the Vanoss crew for years. They're not a part of the Vanoss crew. As a matter of fact, before the allegations dropped against Minnie, he had already been gone for the Vanoss crew for about almost 2 years at that point.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So he's making it seem like, oh, this is the Vanoss crew. Like,
Well, see
way he
that's
presents
the problem when you look at the video, right? Because Keemstar, let me put it like the people that defend Keemstar will say stupid shit, right? It will say objectively stupid shit to defend his behavior, right? And I look at this situation where you've got him trying to imply that MINILADD is a member of this group, right? Is like actively with them, right? That's the implication that you get when you watch this video.
Louis
Now,
too, and Louis hasn't been a
and
part
Louis
of that.
too.
Yeah, and he hasn't been
But-
a part of the crew for years. The thing is with it, the problem with it, right? Like I said, it for people that don't know who these guys are, they're gonna assume that these guys. Oh, MINILADD, I heard about that guy. He's a freaking predator. You
Well,
know
like
what I mean?
what's about to happen is I think Louis is about to get fucking an accusation put against him, so he's now included in this fucking team that he's not a part of. And MINILADD is a known predator. Again, I don't have to say allegedly because he is. So
Now, it wouldn't be an
it
issue.
is.
It wouldn't be an issue if he said that they were formerly a part of this crew. If just that little bit, if he had just added that little bit of hey, and this is a crew. I wouldn't have even had an issue if he had said like, the Vanoss crew, which formerly included MINILADD and Louis Calibre. I would have been okay with that, even though you could see what he would still be trying to do there.
and keep in mind,
Yeah.
MINILADD has nothing to do with this except for this fucking moron citing him as a source.
Well, I mean, I think that's why he points out that MINILADD is in the Vanoss crew, is because he's later going to use MINILADD as a source against these other people, right? But again, you look at the way that it's phrased in this video, just from the opening, right? It implies that the Vanoss crew is associated with MINILADD, even though MINILADD was out of that group as much as 2 years prior to those accusations coming out against him.
It does look
Right?
like testicles on the screen. Shit.
Huh.
Yeah, it does.
Fuck.
But like,
It does look like balls.
I mean, it's a big jiggly panda. No, like it's just the way that it's put into this video. The implication is all of these you've got this big predator who's with this group of people, right?
Mhm.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about. That's why Keemstar is putting in the video this way, and later he's going to source back to MINILADD, right?
I'll bitch
It's
about
a
that when it
scumbag.
happens.
it's a scumbag fucking move to do. But it right off the bat, you know, any claim from Keemstar about this being somebody else's story and you know, he's just putting on his channel because relevant news, bullshit, right? It's undone by how heavily he tries to imply that MINILADD is associated with these individuals. It's undercut by the fact that you know it is a malicious attempt at misinforming his audience.
Well, you have to say to the people that say that they were part of the Vanoss crew when this situation happened.
Well, so Cheeto Head, thank you for a super chat. It's called algorithm. And a lot of those names are being used because it's going to get him more views to spread this BS. I mean, true.
Are you with that?
I would say that's true too. But if that was the case, then he would have said that he was formerly associated with the Vanoss crew or was a former member.
Mm-hmm.
He literally says MINILADD is a part of Vanoss crew. So
he's not good at wording, right?
Well, I mean, no, it's like like, you know, we talked about how like the fucking Megadeth that fucking asshole is a weasel and shit. Keemstar's a fucking weasel, right? He is. He does really awful shit. Then he tries to deflect and tries to, you know, jump around and explain how, oh, you're wrong and Keemstar's right. I didn't actually say that. Like, the implication's all that fucking matters, right?
Let's
all that fucking matters.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Let's pinpoint something real quick. He was going along with Ethan and fucking Def Noodles when they were all calling James Charles a predator.
Oh shit.
Remember that?
Yeah.
He was. Until what is it? What's his name? Def Noodles started getting extra chummy with Ethan and wasn't reporting certain things, and then they had been in contact because remember, Keemstar said it. He's like, "Oh yeah, I used to DM you and say you were really good and shit." Fucking Def Noodles knows who Keemstar is. They have been in contact in one form or another, right?
He used to follow him too. I saw that.
Until some whatever reason Keemstar didn't like what Def Noodles said or tried to do. That's when Def Noodles turned kind of on Keemstar and started focusing on him because, you know, Keemstar tried to like go at Def Noodles a little bit to shake him up.
Basically, like pick your weasel. Like, who are you gonna choose? Like, out of like all these weasels, like...
I choose us. Let's be weasels together. I don't choose them. They can go fuck themselves.
The thing is, look, even if he had included something, even if he had said something like this crew that has included members in the past or formerly, stuff like that, to me, that would have, you know, just to present it more honestly, but he doesn't do that.
Yeah, no, he's a fuck up.
He leads whoever to watch it to assume that these guys are still all part of the crew.
Yeah,
but some of them haven't even been there for years.
Yeah, play that shit.
Just play the video.
Yeah.
See.
And so on and so on. So far, 2 people in this group have had serious allegations against them.
And I sourced him. It's like fucking.
Here's another one, right? So he said,
I should have just played it like another 5 fucking seconds for him to drop it with that one.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I just
God.
Look, right? Is Keemstar stating that this guy did it because he's a member of Vanoss crew, and Vanoss crew has had other people that have been credibly accused? No, he's not saying that, right? He's not. Oh. And if you accuse him of bringing this up to defame the other individual, he'll simply say that you're a liar and he never actually said it, right? But guys, what's the implication here? Everybody fucking knows what Keemstar is doing, but if you call him out on it, he'll go fucking ape shit on Twitter going, I'll pay you $10,000 if you can find me admitting to doing all of this. I never admitted to doing it. I just said that this person's in this group and there are other pedophiles in that group. That doesn't make him a pedophile, but he's being accused of being a pedophile. And I think it's relevant that there are other pedophiles in the group.
We need the predator's perspective.
Yeah, I just you get what I mean. It's just so
Did you say we need the predator's perspective?
I did say that.
Yeah, and then he sources to MINILADD. That's like, it's just so fucking comical.
No, but even after that,
MINILADD didn't MINILADD lie for the longest time until he was forced to?
Yes, he did.
So
and he also has a grudge against Vanoss, by the way. He does not like them
because they got rid of him
because of his ego. He said he didn't need them and shit.
So he's shown that he will lie about serious things, and he has a bias against.
Why would the Predator
Cheeto had, I love
take
this.
the heat off of him? Like,
Keemstar equals J. Jonah Jameson of YouTube.
oh shit, it's
kind of
true.
looks like him. So.
It's so true though. Except
It
bald.
is.
Yeah, without
whatever.
the stash.
So here's the thing, like Louis.
Yeah.
Louis is the other guy, right? And here's the
Uh-huh.
interesting thing about the accusations against Louis, right? His accusations are a big nothing burger. Okay. The only thing really that can be said about Louis is that if any of what those messages show is that he's kind of a dickhead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But just because he's a dickhead, that doesn't make him any kind of, predator, right? He's just a dickhead. He's been in relationships, but when you see the context of some of the messages, right? When you know the full context of some of the message interactions that he's had with people, some of them are justified. Like the girl that basically put him on blast and was trying to say, "Oh, he's so like mentally abusive. Look at all this mean shit he said to me." What she what she kind of tucks into her little twit longer towards like the middle end of it is the fact that she cheated on Louis when she was dating him. You know what I mean? So, oh shit, I wonder why he's fucking sending you pissed off tweets where he's calling you names and shit. You know?
Yeah. How far are we into this shit? Like a minute? 30 seconds?
Even a minute.
44
let's just go. We'll talk about all this
And
in
the
a bit later.
problem might be much bigger than just this too. So today we're going to interview an insider. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Ohmwrecker on the line.
Okay. So the if you ever wanted proof that being verified on Twitter was a sign that you're mentally deficient. I know. I said we're gonna play it, but I like how he points to MINILADD and this Louis guy. So MINILADD, again, left this group 2 years later. Accusations come out about him, and he admits to it, right? And Louis, who's apparently being accused of being mentally or verbally abusive to a woman that cheated on him, and I'm like,
well, not just
and then yeah, I know. It's but then Keemstar then goes on to highlight both these individuals and then say, and the problem at Vanoss crew may be even bigger. Like, dude, Keemstar is such a fucking bitch.
Why do you think
such
he
a
does this?
bitch.
Like,
it generates views. It does. It fucking does. Like,
that's the
we can
entire
go.
point.
I mean, like, look, it's his channel. It's literally what he is.
Yeah,
he is. He's a drama bitch. He is. It's where he makes his money. I get it. I understand it. But unfortunately, there was a time when the drama bitch shit was literally pointing out some fucking YouTuber saying some stupid shit or doing some stupid shit publicly, like, the fucking Paul brothers and the crap that they would do, right? Now you're a drama bitch where it's pedo and grooming allegations galore.
Yeah, everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
It's just like,
dude,
who's the pedo this week?
We gotta get through it because I don't want to go off. Because I'm looking into this fucking
let's
guy
talk
all day.
about this wildly successful group, the Vanoss crew. These guys have been playing video games and entertaining on YouTube for many, many years. Each one of them has millions and millions of subs. They get millions and millions of views playing video games together. And two people in the group over the last couple of years have had serious allegations against them. One of them being MINILADD, who, allegedly was,
there's no allegedly, Keem
admitted it, but,
Well, he admitted
he admitted to doing it, dude.
He
allegedly, and then he said he admitted it.
So I sourced this man. Like, fucking, this is my source.
Keeman's pretty bad at this shit. Wait, it's kind of like
Cheeto Head. Thank you for the super chat. I retract my last chat. Jameson is more credible. I mean, at least
was
Jameson.
he always this bad, or am I just now seeing it?
You're just now seeing it. He's always this bad.
Because I'm just
first time.
like, I'm watching the video and I'm like, wow, he is.
Look. The thing is, when Keemstar would start drama with somebody, 4 years ago, it wasn't accusing them of being a pedophile.
Well,
now that's what generates the fucking outrage. That's what gets people to click on his channel. It's coming out with accusations that somebody is a pedophile.
He's not saying any of this shit. He's doing an interview to cover his bases. He has this guy on saying everything. See, look at how he just presented the MINILADD shit. That was stupid. That was fucked up. It's retarded. Like, so there you go.
Well, kind of like Keemstar.
That's the biggest issue also with this whole thing, is that he's painting this narrative that somehow, some way, what Louis and allegedly H2O Delirious have done is somehow anywhere near comparable to fucking MINILADD, when it's not.
I'm going to play. I'm going to play up until we're 5 minutes in. Then I'm going to pause it, and we're going to give our thoughts on everything that gets said. Let me read this final super chat, though. He allegedly admitted it. Jesus Christ, his brain is just ice cream in the sun on a hot day, isn't it?
Was having inappropriate conversations with underage fans, which he apologized for, and he's still in the mud over that situation. And then about a week ago, a Google Doc dropped against Louis.
Fuck you, Keem.
Which had all kinds of different various allegations, ex-girlfriends treating girls like crap. Allegedly, is being sent.
MINILADD sent a dick pic. Wasn't it an appropriate conversation?
And you used to play with this group and make videos with them, and you have more inside information than most people. And so we were talking, and you said that the problem is much bigger than just MINILADD and Louis. It's much bigger in this group.
Yeah, well, and that doc, I mean, when they dropped it, they had all sorts of evidence, including these audio clips with Louis, where he, in his words, had said that there was exchanging of nudes, essentially. Like he was saying, like, I, grabbed nudes out of a group chat. And of course you could say, okay, well, what group chat is he talking about? It could be anybody. But then he specifically said, I wish I got their nudes. I wish I got Delirious's nudes. And
so are you saying that, like, these guys are on a group chat, they get nudes from fans or whatever, and they exchange them with each other?
That's what Louis had said. I've heard things over the
Whoa, hold on. Okay, I know I said play to 5 minutes, but that's not what he fucking just said.
Mm-hmm.
He just said that fucking they were in a group chat with each other, like nudes were being exchanged, and someone said that they wanted Delirious's nudes, right?
Are you saying that Keemstar kind of
and then because like he flat out says people in the group were like, "Oh, I didn't get Delirious's nudes," and then Keemstar jumps in and goes, "So you're saying that fans were sending nudes?" That's not what the guy said at all. That's not what he said at all.
But it is what he's implying. It is what Ohm is implying.
Yes, John. He does this all the time. Keemstar always fucking kind of fashions his own narrative and shit. Damn. He did the same thing. Like Crow said, Bravadus. Same exact fucking situation. Same thing he did.
I'll keep playing. I was just like, I
couldn't help it.
I couldn't fucking help it with this
when he said MINILADD had inappropriate conversations, I'm like, MINILADD sent his cock to like 13-year-old girls.
Threatened to delete himself.
Nicer and charitable.
No. MINILADD threatened to delete himself IRL if a minor stopped talking to him. It's a little bit more than an inappropriate chat,
so he's being a lot more charitable to MINILADD right now than fucking.
Well, because he's about to use MINILADD as a public source.
Yeah, he's more charitable to MINILADD than he was to Carson. So that's nice
too. It's funny.
I mean, like, dude,
I don't know what the fuck. Keem like always this bad, like.
Yes, I told you. I said right at the beginning, he's a piece of shit. Dude, everyone defends him because Death Noodles and fucking Ethan Klein were not this way. They became this way. This prick was always like this. If they weren't around, people would hate him. Like fucking, but they're around, so people fucking focus on them.
Christ.
I like while you're talking, I'm literally tweeting. Like Keem has always been this bad. Just because H3 and defamation are brain damaged.
Yeah. Wait, are they worse though? Are they worse?
That Keem isn't a human sack of shit.
Dude, I don't know. People could pick who's worse or not. I just don't like anybody, to be honest. I really don't.
I'm like
Ethan, I was a fan of Ethan. So like I'm super disappointed in him, particularly. That's why I don't like him the most. It feels like it's a fucking lie this whole time. Like
betrayal,
kind of. It's like then all of a sudden I come back next time and I'm like completely different, and all my beliefs and values are completely changed, and you offend me with your statements, Sen. So I can't talk to you, and I'm gonna cancel you and shit.
Jesus, I don't know, dude. I just think Keem has lost it. He has lost his star appeal, I think.
No, you really
I don't. No. The thing is, what Orr is telling you is correct. Keem has always been this way, but the problem is, as drama has shifted from talking about shit that doesn't matter to covering accusations of grooming, sexual assault, rape, pedophilia, as it's gone into this far more serious category, Keemstar hasn't shifted his tactics at all. Keemstar hasn't shifted the way he handles these subjects at all. He treats them the same way he's handled all the other dramas that have come forward. He'll run with anything. He'll run with literally anything, right?
Especially scissors. Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's why he looks dumb now, basically.
Well, yeah, because look, if Keemstar says, "Oh, someone shat their pants at a party," right? So this random person told me that fucking okay. How about this, right? Keemstar goes on a DramaAlert 5 years ago, and he says Trisha Paytas shit herself at a party. I have multiple sources confirming, right? And it's fake. It's completely made up, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. He's talking about someone who shit themselves, right? Some people laugh, some people call him liar. It doesn't matter, right? But now your drama is random girl with no evidence is going to accuse big name person of being a rapist or being a groomer, or being a pedophile, right? Provide literally no evidence to support it. And Keemstar treats both stories the same way. Put it on DramaAlert. It's not my accusation.
The easier route that he could have went, because he took control of that whole entire fucking statement, Ohm's statement. He could have been like, "What do you mean there was nudes sent? Who sent them? Like, what are they?" And then Ohm would respond, "The fans sent them." That's not what he did. He's like, "So you are saying that the fans sent them?" He constructed the fucking narrative. He controls these interviews.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? If we're gonna call him a journalist, say like, "No, but you're not," right? Because Ohm didn't say that the fans said that, right? Yeah. Ohm said that there were nudes being exchanged in a chat with people, right? Yeah. And someone was saying that they wanted to get Delirious's nudes. That could be multiple things. That could literally mean somebody was trying to get nudes of Delirious, right? It could mean multiple things. Does Keemstar ask him to clarify his statement? No, Keemstar clarifies it for him. Mm-hmm. And then you're going like, "Oh, this is just an interview. He's just in." It's like, honestly, I look at that whole situation and go like, well, either Keemstar is just like fucking dialed in, knows everything Ohm is saying, right? That Ohm can't even fucking phrase it properly, or more than likely, Ohm and Keemstar talked about everything they're going to be discussing during the interview,
which he's done before with Basher.
Yeah,
he did that with Basher.
He did that with Brawadis too. He talked with those girls before they went on to the fucking DramaAlert, and they flat out stated Keem told them what to say during the interview.
They needed to do a take two.
Yeah, he prepped them.
Yeah.
Yep. They needed to do like a take two and shit. He scrapped it and they had to redo it.
So when I look at this Ohmwrecker guy making that statement, and Keemstar jumps in to help him clarify, right? I'm like, I get what you're saying, John. I get what you're saying. Ohm is implying that fans sent it, right? But Ohm never says it at all.
Oh no, of course, and that's not the first instance you'll see where he kind of coaches Ohm through the interview.
Well, if you've seen his interviews, right, when he did the interview with Lou, even.
Oh yeah, he was coaching.
He coaches them through the interview. He tells them what to say. They'll make a statement, and Keemstar will clarify it for them.
No, Pyro could have stopped everything.
Yeah,
she never even said that. He said that.
Wow. Yeah. Well, when you say it like that, Keem seems like a piece of shit. You're right.
Here's the issue.
Please believe me.
I think the biggest point that I think everyone's trying to make, just to sum it up, is the problem with Keem nowadays is he's taking serious situations and he's handling them very irresponsibly. They can actually have a real world consequence against the people that are being accused.
John, I want to add to your point really quickly. This is the second time, because the one previous to this is Call Me Carson. As far as I can remember, it could have been Lou, but I think it was Call Me Carson. And he got hate for both of them. And he responded to Call Me Carson, well, Carson has CP, so adios, good day. Avita, say goodbye. And then this one, he did a Twitter video actually in response to everything he got. And he's like, well, I sourced MINILADD and he said it's true. So it's totally true. See you later. Adios. Farewell. Avita, say goodbye.
Would you believe a pedophile though?
Well, Keemstar did, so it has to be true.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Keemstar believes the pedophile.
I don't believe him, but Keemstar does it. MINILADD's lying fucking pedophilic, not even pedophilic, predatory fucking mouth. Is good enough for Keemstars to report on this shit and take it as truth. MINILADD doesn't have a fucking thing against Vanoss. The team that he quit because he thought he was better than them.
It seems kind of dumb of him to do. Why?
Yeah,
is he doing
the
this?
predator who wouldn't want to get the heat off of his back, so he's saying other people are predators. He's very credible.
So he looks like he's redeeming himself in a way by
Well,
doing
guess
this.
what? Guess who's coming back soon? Guess who plans to come back? Who just came back from the States, from Ireland? He came back to the States. MINILADD.
So MINILADD has a lot to gain by going
very
along
perfect
with Team
timing.
Shit.
Very
Yeah,
perfect
it's
timing
also
for MINILADD
that.
to be very chatty.
Wow. Huh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guarantee you, MINILADD comes back. I'll be there to fucking burst his bubble a little bit. I ain't nobody, but
I mean, the thing is, when I'm watching fucking Keemstar talk about MINILADD and he downplays the ever-loving shit out of what MINILADD did, right? MINILADD had inappropriate conversations. Like, MINILADD was literally threatening to off himself if the minor he was sexting and getting nudes from told anybody. It's a hell of a lot, and he's admitted to all of it. And that is so much worse than anything he has brought on DramaAlert in years, right? The situation with MINILADD is worse than anything he's ever brought on DramaAlert. Yeah, and now he's sitting there going, they're inappropriate conversations. And again, if you say that he downplayed it or any of that shit, right? What'll he do? No, I told people that he had done these things. I was focused on this. Like,
I want to take a quick minute to be reflective on this point right here that MINILADD has got caught, has proof of anything worse than Pyrocynical has against him.
Wasn't he one of the people
admitted to it?
I think it was Keemstar was complaining that there was a positive ratio to MINILADD's original apology or something, or
probably
second apology.
Probably.
I think that he was not very happy about that. I believe it was him or somebody in the community, but it's interesting that now it's not that big of a deal, to him, especially because he jumped down James Charles' throat and Carson's throat for much less. So
and Pyro's the true.
Pyro.
Never forget that Pyro is the worst of the
Pyro's the worst. He's worse than MINILADD. Don't listen to Pyro. You can't believe him. MINILADD.
MINILADD, the guy who's actually a predator. Yeah, we let's listen to that guy, man.
Seagull Says, thank you for the super chat. Minor should have told someone. That's a straight net positive.
I agree, Seagull. But it's
in
the past.
Let's continue on because we do have.
We need to. There's a ton of shit to go over.
Of essentially like Delirious, like the types of girls that reach out to him, and like the types of nudes like he might get something, but it seemed like a joke at the time. But hearing this come from Louis in his own words to what I understand was somebody that he trusted. It sounds to me based off of what he said that there was nudes of fans being exchanged in the group chat, which they've always called No Nonsense. It's a group chat on Skype, and there's also one on Discord. But yeah.
Now, here's the problem with this type of stuff, and we've seen it happen with Carson. It's like when you do gaming content, right? Naturally, you're going to have underage fans, right?
Oh my god,
I mean,
dude.
Almost like TikTok.
How about
whatever,
MINILADD?
The audience is young,
asshole.
and some of the fans that are going to reach
But
out
he's the
to you.
source.
I mean, James Charles
Brought to you by MINILADD.
Right? The people that reach out to him or the people he reaches out to, good chances are they're underage. So this has been a big problem. Now, I did talk to Louis. And I did talk to H2O Delirious last night. I wasn't able to get into too many details. I just wanted to get a blanket understanding of where both of them are coming from. Louis denied, all these allegations. He said that, he has treated girls horribly, right? He's a jerk. And he admitted to that, but he's like, all this other stuff is just, it's not true. And I asked him, if he ever received underage or, if he ever exchanged underage pictures or whatnot. And he said, well, I mean, he doesn't know everyone's age, but he doesn't think so. I also talked to H2O, and he basically said that people are out to get him. None of this stuff is true. But you say otherwise. Wasn't there a situation with H2O that happened? I guess you want to say like 2000.
Pause it a second before we get to this.
Yeah.
And just to reiterate, if you see all the stuff that's out there about Louis, you know, that's the only thing that really jives is the fact that he has, you know, that he obviously gets he gets a little hostile, you know, when he's mad towards a girl and he says some pretty mean shit. But him saying mean shit to a girl doesn't equate to anything more than just that, right? Is that he might be a dickhead when it comes to relationships. He might not be the best boyfriend.
I don't get why I should care about that because
exactly that's what I'm saying. It's like
2021.
Exactly. Okay. Well, that's my point.
And the gender equality.
But this is what I'm saying. They talk about allegations against Louis, and I'm just like, nothing that they're trying to say about Louis, nothing, not a single thing. There hasn't been nothing that can substantiate any of the claims that have been made, right? They try to say like, oh, well, he was sending news to minors. Okay, prove it, but they can't prove it. You know what I mean?
Dude,
we're just supposed to take your word for it that person that is making that accusation is telling the truth.
I want to preface this real quick. John, particularly, Kayla and myself have been researching this shit for hours today. John would have found something. You know what I mean? There's nothing to corroborate. There's nothing even circumstantially close to proving the ages of these fucking females.
Here's the thing. There's a girl that says, oh, Louis sent me this picture when I was underage, and it's a picture of her taking a picture of her holding a phone. And I'm like, how do I know that person didn't get that picture from somebody else that was of age that Louis sent that nude photo to of himself, right? Here's the other thing. The calls, right? The only thing that I could find, honestly, that I think is probably shitty that Louis does that has done with these guys, honestly, is there is a recording of him saying of basically exchanging nudes with people, but you know, that he's gotten from fans. Now, my thing is with that is that's pretty shitty, and I don't think that Louis understands laws behind distributing nude pictures of people. I because the way he was talking very ignorantly about it. He's like, hey, you know, when they send it to me, they waive their right for me to, you know, their right over it. And I'm like, that's not how it works.
That's not how it works.
That's not how it works. So at worst, if he's guilty of anything, it is taking nudes of people and distributing them, and that would be a crime. But outside of that, right, the accusations that have been made against him with these girls, right, at best show that he's kind of a dickhead. And if one wants to go that route of saying, oh, well, he's a chauvinist pig, okay, sure, absolutely. I mean, you could probably infer that from the messages.
Yeah.
And the fact that he says something as ignorant as, well, you know, when they send me the pictures, they waive the rights over them. It's like, that's not how it works. You can't, if a girl sends you a nude picture, you can't sit there and distribute that amongst your friends. You can't do that.
No, you can't.
You know?
Well, again, that I'm pretty sure that just falls into a revenge porn category. Like, you can't do that shit. Like, yeah. Let's keep playing the video though, because like you said, we got so much shit we got to get through.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit.
Infighting between the group. What happened in that scenario?
Well, and let me comment on Louis too. I mean, you could listen to what Louis said in his own audio and his words, right? Those are the words that came out of his mouth where he talks about even like underage nude. So take that for what it is. But with Delirious,
yeah, let's just stop and.
What do you say, John?
I said no, he doesn't. But go ahead and play the clip.
Yeah. Okay.
Play that right now.
Pulled up every on websites and stuff. Yeah, all I would do is just pull from like our Discord or our group Skype and stuff like that, and just download whatever like they would post. I was joking because I told you once, I was like, my friends all get the better girls, blah blah. I was like, yeah, they're so much better and stuff like that. And that's when I started showing you. Oh, look at. I wish I got these. Like, I wish I got their nudes. Like, look at that. They're so artistic and blah, blah, blah. I wish in general I got nudes sent to me, like, of people being this dedicated and devoted, like, to Delirious and all them.
Okay, yeah. So, you know, the issue with this audio is we don't really know the context. Like, all this stuff has been kind of cut up. I wish. It's
not just not knowing the context. Where did he mention minors at all? Never.
No.
I've heard all the audio clips of.
I think you're wrong. Okay, I think you're wrong. Right? I think you're wrong. I think this is totally legitimate. The audio's been clipped up. It's completely out of context. But fuck it, guys. Anyone have like an almost 6 million sub channel that we can just post allegations? I just got texted. I just got texted from somebody who says that Keemstar sent dick pics to them when they were 9 years old. I got someone claiming it. They don't have any evidence. They'd like to remain anonymous also. And I think we should respect their privacy.
It's sourcing Louis. Like, fucking, they just sourced Louis. I just fucking went right over my head. They just sourced Louis, the two fucking people that he's bitching about. Whatever. It's like, okay.
No, but you heard what Ohm said, right? He's like, oh,
Yeah.
he was talking about even getting them from minors. And the clip that Keemstar just played, he never says that.
It doesn't say anything about minors. Yeah. Ohm's a fucking liar. I'm gonna wait. We got to finish this. There's so much shit about Ohm. Dude,
it's tough. It's tough. That's
I'll
the problem.
save it. Ohm is so. I'll wait.
All right.
Wish we could better understand this context. I understand this situation. How you explained it to me is this happened in 2013, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Delirious, allegedly, his friends were worried that he was talking inappropriately to someone underage, right? They set him up and send a girl to go flirt with him or something, and then he engages in some, online.
Ultimately, basically, I do work in a guy named Executioner.
Okay. Real quick. It was two individuals who did set Delirious up. One of those individuals admits to everything. Admits that he did set Delirious up, that they did it because they were trying to get Delirious on face cam. They wanted to see exactly what he looked like.
Yep.
Because they're weird, whatever.
No. Well, the reason why, let me explain that for people in the chat that might not know.
Yeah.
Delirious has never, he's one of the few guys in that crew that has never revealed his face publicly. So nobody knows what he looks like. So the grand plan, I guess, at least according to what basically has said publicly, was in order to get him to show his face, they were going to trick him into a Skype call with a girl, okay? Basically use the girl as the lure just so they could not only get him on face cam, but also pull the prank of, potentially, seeing him do something embarrassing.
Oh.
But supposedly the main incentive, right, the main goal was for them to try to get him to reveal his face. That was apparently the main goal. And apparently the other shit that happened was completely random. It was like it was not planned. I mean, maybe they hoped that something would happen that would be embarrassing, but the way they try to make it seem that it's that, oh no, we were just trying to see if we could get him to reveal his face.
Just addressing chat. Yes, Kayla, I don't like fucking Ohm. Thank you for your help with all that shit. And Seagull, yeah, you're not wrong. It's a rabbit hole. This guy starts crazy beef and drama every fucking year. Every year.
Oh yeah, Ohm has a history. We'll get into that, but you can go ahead and play the video.
Yeah. Okay. The reason why I paused was just to highlight that when I listened to Keemstar explain the situation with Delirious and this girl, he makes it sound like the whole thing's just some excuse that Delirious came up with, right? Like when I listen to him talk, it's like, oh, now he's saying that they set him up. Like,
Which,
I mean, they've admitted to doing it. Like, that's the thing. They've admitted
I brought it up
fucking
too.
doing
I
it.
brought it up earlier. Def Noodles just brought up the 15-year-old girl against Keemstar. And you think he would treat this one a little more sensitively because he's gone through the same fucking thing
With Baradas.
Yeah, with Baradas, and just like recently, like a day or two ago, with fucking Def Noodles bringing up a 15-year-old saying that Keemstar did like pedo shit.
Well, you know what? Honestly, I was a little bit too hard on Defamation Noodles because I was sitting. No, listen.
Okay,
I was sitting here thinking that was a bad thing to do, right?
Yeah.
I thought that was bad, and he was doing it to Keemstar, but apparently this is the type of shit that Keemstar gets off on, right? So I'm like, I was like, he did it to Carson. He's done it. He did it to Pyro too. He does it to people he doesn't like. He does it to people that can gain him a little bit of extra fucking views and money. So I'm like, I'm sitting here condemning Defamation Noodles for going after Keemstar because I thought the behavior was fucking immoral and shit. And here's Keemstar doing it to other people. And I'm like, well, I guess Keemstar really did try to fuck with a 15-year-old girl on his live stream and get her naked. I guess he did do it. Like, I guess I should. I guess I should just trust Defamation Noodles. And you know what? And before anyone says, bro, you're wrong. like Keemstar is totally okay with this type of coverage.
You
And
know
like,
what?
and I hope he hasn't criticized Defamation Noodles, because I want to make this very clear. Defamation Noodles was not the one coming up with that story about Keemstar. Defamation Noodles was reporting the story from somebody else.
Oh god.
Somebody else who was a fan of DramaAlert. Very important.
Just
Was
like
a
yeah,
fan
just
of
like
DramaAlert.
He was reporting on pyrocynical things with his friend. Yeah, I get you. I see what you're doing.
Exactly.
The more you talk about Keem,
Alvarez, thank you for the hookah
the more I
fund.
feel like he deserves.
Thank you for the
more.
hookah fund. I really appreciate
Oh,
it.
shout out to all the people joining the chat.
Sir
We'll
Lloyd
get
Robo
to everything, so y'all stay tuned.
don't-
Sir
we'll
Lloyd,
get
No man.
where did the super shit? Sorry, Sir Lloyd Robo Whip. There's also a tweet of Ohm saying the N word hard R. Oh, there's a lot of tweets from Ohm. It's going to be a fun night.
Almost a piece of shit.
Hey guys, actually, you know what? John was right. We have a bunch of people watching right now. Please do me a favor, hit the like button, share the stream if you haven't already. We really do appreciate all the help.
We're shadow banned. Please help. E-bag.
Oh, great.
Collaborated
Not
with
joking.
a girl named Brie Allen, and she's 17 years old. They wanted her to record what went down with Delirious, how things went, and you can see the screenshots between them. And again, I've heard about this situation before, so I know that this situation happened. But there's this big blow up in 2013 where Delirious was upset he got recorded, and you've got Wildcat saying, "Yeah, he's hooking off with a minor." Several times they mentioned that she's a minor. It was known.
Well, that was too quick for me.
So I know that this situation happened. But there's this big blow up in 2013 where Delirious was upset he got recorded, and you've got Wildcat saying,
Read
"Yeah,
that super chat that Flower Boy just sent.
Oh, Flower Boy, thank you for the super chat. Ohm went on another YouTuber stream to defend himself. He kept saying that he is going to come out with a video on this whole thing. Ohm is a drama baiting bitch, and I will love it when he drops that video.
So I can debunk it. Oh my god.
Yeah. You already got the title worked out too.
Yeah,
Make that shit a hashtag.
I will. Oh my god. I will.
Well, I am already thinking up titles for videos. It's gonna be great.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm ready to destroy that video.
Oh my god. Oh no. There's just so many ways of doing it.
off with a minor. Several times.
Oh my god. Okay, that was the
known.
God damn it! Why do you flash it that quick, you asshole? Nobody wants to see your fucking face.
And you've got Wildcat saying, "Yeah, he's hooking off with a minor."
There we go. Okay. All right. So, how you gonna best your meat on a group? This is from 2013. God damn it, you guys suck.
They probably meant beat, obviously, but
yeah. But like, this is from 2013. It's 2021, you asshole. This is all public years ago. Like, yeah. It's a slow day for Keemstar. It's a slow day for fucking Keemstar.
Now, let me just add a little bit here. So the person responding to this other person, Tyler Wildcat, he's part of Vanoss crew. Okay, so he's obviously responding, saying to a still image of a minor, hold the F up is what that guy says. Yep, it was in a Skype video chat with the minor. So obviously he saw or heard the video. Okay, that basically, and Executioner, because that's the other person that was involved in this. It was actually both of which. What Executioner is he hasn't been a part of Vanoss's crew for a long time, and he's been MIA off of social media and YouTube, as far as I know, for at least a year. He's been completely silent.
I thought it was since before the Adpocalypse first one.
He might have not been with Vanoss from as far back as that. Now Louis is the one that hasn't. Louis is the one that left. He left YouTube in 2016, a month right before the Adpocalypse. But that's a whole nother can of worms in regards to the accusations against Louis, because there's this whole thing out there, this whole narrative, I guess, against Louis, saying, oh, the reason why Louis left YouTube was because of the accusations. Well, guess what? Fucking Louis must be motherfucking psychic to fucking leave YouTube 2 years prior to the fucking accusations coming out against him. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that motherfucker is psychic.
He predicted COVID. He bought all the toilet paper.
Because he left YouTube 2 years before the accusations started coming out against him, the so-called accusations, right? Mm-hmm. Now, mind you, Louis Louis claims, even and he claimed this back in 2016 that he was leaving YouTube because of his financial viability. Here's the interesting thing about what Louis said about that. Literally 1 month after he said that is when the first fucking adpocalypse happened.
Yep. There you go. See, yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
So
I mean, dude.
Okay, we can say all on Twitter.
I'm like, look, let's keep playing the video.
I'm just leaving it to the people. I mean, what seems more plausible that Louis saw that YouTube, that things were changing on the monetization scale with YouTube, because Louis had been on YouTube way before fucking Vanoss.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Louis is an OG. A lot of people might not know that. They might just know him from Vanoss, but he was around before Vanoss.
Yep.
He'd been on the platform way longer. He had been making money on the platform before as well. So he obviously saw a changing of the tide around 2016.
Yeah. I mean, like, look, let me keep playing the video, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, trying to imply.
What I'm saying is that seems a lot more plausible that he could read, the changes that were being made in monetization on videos on YouTube. That's much more plausible than thinking, holy shit, he must know that somebody's going to accuse him of some misdeeds, 2 years later.
Yeah, I
Let's see the brilliant takes Keemstar is going to have for this one.
oh god.
Minor. Several times they mentioned that she's a minor. It was known. And yeah, I mean, they had this recording of Delirious that was going around the group, and they were mocking him for it.
Well,
And
one, Delirious is obviously in the wrong, right? If this really did happen, he's caught in 4K. Bad, right?
How is Delirious in the wrong?
I'm like, okay. Here's the thing, right? My issue with this entire fucking thing with this jackass on screen here named Keemstar, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Keemstar? Okay, yeah. There's an actual thing called entrapment, right?
Yep.
So, like, if the cops, right, Sen, okay,
Yo.
let's say the cops want to put you in prison, right? So they convince a girl, right, to go flirt with you, right? Go flirt with you, hang out with you, and everything. Girl is 17 years old. Okay, you don't know that. In fact, she tells you she's an adult, right? All the shit, right? And then you get that girl up into a hotel room. All of a sudden, the cops break the fucking door down, arrest you, and go, that girl is a fucking minor, right? And you've been set up. And you've been set up, right?
Like,
and we've caught you. She's wearing a fucking wire. We've got everything that you told that girl you're gonna do to her, and she's a minor. You're going to prison, Sen, right? You know, you do realize you wouldn't actually go to prison, right? That's entrapment. Because
entrapment's a thing.
Yeah, entrapment's a thing, right? If two grown adults talk to a minor and convince that minor to go hook up with their friend, right? And then they go and tell everybody, "Ha! You hooked up with a minor, and we set it up."
Why would they do that though? That seems a little.
Because you're talking to a group of fucking brain damaged individuals who honestly thought that this would be a funny thing to do, right? Keemstar, hearing about this later, goes, "It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's been caught in 4K. Oh my god, guys, the guy's a pedophile. He's so busted. Oh my! And you heard it first here on DramaAlert, the pedo busting channel.
Yeah,
fucking Christ, man. Like, dude, everybody knows the guy got set up. Everybody knows the guy got set up. The people that set him up admitted to doing it. What do you fucking mean he's at fault?
And if you want to know why fucking Ohm didn't go to the police or anything like that, well, he's going to say kind of why. Not really, but he's going to say other people did. Kind of, sort of, maybe.
It doesn't matter. Can you imagine going to the cops and saying, hey, we got a child to pretend to be an adult, hook up with a grown adult. I need you to go arrest that guy for being a pedophile.
Yep.
I think the cops are going to look at you and go like, I think maybe I should arrest you.
Yes, just for listening a kid. Yeah.
Yeah. So look, this allegedly all stems from the fact that they just wanted to see Delirious's face.
Yep.
This is what started all this.
And I think, wasn't it a joke that she may have been a minor, or is it confirmed?
That's the thing. Allegedly, she was. I mean, at least according to
allegedly she was. Nobody's confirmed.
According to what Wildcat has said publicly, I haven't seen anything where basically has said that. The other thing basically has done is confirm the fact that yes, they did set Delirious up. Now, anybody who's seen Vanoss and his crew's videos knows that look, Delirious, he's a dummy. He's the dummy of the group. He's usually the butt of all the jokes. I'm not saying that should excuse anything if he knowingly went into this situation, right? Knowing that the girl was underage. It doesn't excuse that. But here's the thing. There's nothing out there, publicly at least, that indicates that he knew.
Yeah.
Because he himself hasn't said, well, I knew how old she was or anything like that. He hasn't admitted to it. Apparently, Wildcat knew. He knew. And I would assume, I think it's reasonable to assume that basically probably knew, but I'm not, we'll just say allegedly. Still, we don't know. We don't know if basically knew for sure, right? But let's just say for the sake of argument, for this right now, we'll just say, let's say he did know, right? Think about how malicious that is, right? You're trying to get your boy to reveal his face. You record him doing something that is, a little bit salacious, and then you share it with the rest of your crew. Now, mind you, even if that wasn't your intent, if your intent wasn't to get Delirious, let's say that was completely unexpected. It's like, oh, holy shit, he's beating off.
Yeah.
You would think a normal, decent person is going to be like, oh shit, I just wanted him to show his face. I didn't want to actually have a recording of him beating his meat. Fuck. You know what I mean? But what do you do? Well, instead of being a decent person and being like,
See, John, I have an issue with what you just said, right? Where you go like, let's just assume that he knew. Like, why would we even assume that, right? His buddies are admitting to trying to set him up to get him on call and get his face, right? So they use a girl to do it. Yep. Why? Just why would anybody assume that they also told him the girl was a minor?
Santa's in the waiting room, by the way.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was getting to. That's the thing. Like, you would think the last thing you would do, especially if you're friends with a guy, is put him into a compromising position. But then on top of it, here you go. You get more than what you bargained for. You get a video of him beating his meat to this other person, and you think the best thing to do is to show all your other fucking friends in that group so you all can fucking point at him.
I'm gonna quickly simplify it though, real quick. It was a stupid fucking idea. It's a fucked up fucking idea. And if anyone is to be held accountable or responsible, it's the fucking people who hired a minor to go fuck their friend online.
Basically,
I mean, yeah.
There you go. So it's not H2O's fucking fault at all, Keemstar. Stupid assessment, bad take, and fuck you, Ohm. How about that? Fuck you, Ohm. Let's keep going.
Yeah,
I'm so
this.
About his friends or alleged friends that put this 17-year-old in this situation to set him up. Well, like, aren't they just to blame?
Oh yeah. I mean, the whole situation is up. I know that even like the predator poachers, they've gotten some flack for supposedly like using a minor as a decoy before. Like they the guys essentially weaponized a 17-year-old girl to set Delirious up and then recorded it. So they have phones, allegedly between Delirious and the 17-year-old that they spread around. So it's just the whole situation is messed up.
Listen, this group, right? They still make videos and they still make gaming content together today, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, there's some skeletons in some closets, especially when you've been online this long. Do you feel that, accountability needs to happen for all this stuff that happened a long time ago? Or are you suggesting that you think that, fans, underage fans of this gaming group, are still potentially in danger?
I mean, for me, like I said, my focus, I mean, I only just found this stuff a couple months ago, where it started surfacing. And coincidentally, Louis goes and makes comments in his own recording, but I feel like in the past we've seen accountability put on people for things in the past. Right? For example, when you had covered Basher, right? So the Basher stuff was pretty old, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Basher stuff was fake
I think that's up to the viewers. For me, like I said, my goal was to address.
Okay, go.
Basher, the Basher situation, which, by the way, was also a situation that had some fabrication in it on fucking DramaAlert.
Was Basher convicted of being a pedophile? I think he was.
I don't know about that, but there was
What's
situations. Remember, there was situations that he set up with Basherverse when he was interviewing him.
He did. It's on the Gamer from
and
Mars
his
video.
fucking girlfriend.
It's on the Gamer from Mars video. Yes, it was. There's audio. It was staged. Like fucking, they faked that call, that famous call.
Yeah, the fuck her in the ass call. Remember?
Yep. That was fake.
Completely staged.
I love that they brought it up. It's fucking why.
Yeah.
Fucking why? Like even Keemstar knows that shit's fake. He's got.
Well, you saw he didn't really comment on it. He just
was
kind
his
of
idea.
stayed quiet.
Like
Yeah.
I know, I know, but like, dude, you. Like,
Safe word is alleged.
Again,
I
like here's the thing. Here's why this is important. Why I keep bringing it up. Keemstar's defense. Anytime he gets called out for doing just a fucking awful job like this, like with the even Broadus, it's not my story. It is the other person's story. I am just bringing it on DramaAlert because the relevant story.
Well, like his
But the
excuse
fact
this
of the
time
matter
was
is,
that-
like, he pretends to be a fucking journalist and like he pretends to be interviewing these people. Well, dude, during the interview, this asshole just brought up the fucking Basher situation. Your job as the interview person, the journalist, is to actually ask a fucking question about it. Hey, the Basher thing was fake. I know it was fake because I was involved in that one. Do you have a comment that I can bring to my audience that I would be on the show? Like, no, he just sits there going,
out of all the
it's really
fucking
fucked
examples to pick, why'd you
"That's
pick
really
Basher?
fucked up." Hold up, Crow, before King threatens to sue you again.
Yeah, fuck you.
Again, it's the relevant word there.
Yep.
Go
Oh
ahead.
my
This
god.
is not looking
continue on.
good.
We
Like,
gotta
I
keep
don't
going.
know.
We gotta keep going. There's too much more to go through.
Wrestle blatant lie that Terrorizer put out that caused a lot of damage, and then I come across this. The second I come across this stuff, and there's so much more to this, and you've only seen a small portion.
Well,
for example, screenshots.
Maybe we need to do a part 2.
Yeah.
But for right now, just to cover one situation that happened between Delirious and that, I just find it strange that there's this group, this very successful group of gamers, right, that have been making this content for years. I mean, people love them. Like when I DM'd H2O last night on Twitter, people responded, be like, "Oh, please do not be bad. Like this is my childhood. Like don't mess with this." Right?
Yeah.
People love these guys. But this group, like you have these allegations against Louis, you have these allegations against MINILADD. Like, how deep is this? Right?
Well, okay, let's go into that.
It's not
The
even
allegations
fucking
against
comparable.
Louis don't mean anything.
Yeah.
And the allegations against MINILADD don't mean anything either, because MINILADD wasn't even associated with that group. He got dropped by them 2 years prior to that girl he got involved with. So what the fuck do you mean? What do you
Keemstar
mean, dude? You use MINILADD as your source on this. Oh,
Fucking
man,
bastard.
dude.
We'll get to. We'll get to it. We'll get to
I
it.
know. But it's just like a comedy of fucking errors. And I already know everything that's going to come out of this asshole's
Yeah.
mouth
Ohm
when he
was
gets
also part of the group.
criticized for it.
That's right. Ohm was also
Oh.
part of the group.
It wasn't just MINILADD. Ohm came forward, so MINILADD was relevant. Why would you downplay the shit with MINILADD? I didn't downplay the situation. I told people MINILADD was. I even said he was one of the. You said like, but you know everything that this asshole is going to use as a defense for his assholery and dumb fuckery. Like you already know it as it's coming out of their mouths what Keemstar is going to use to deflect away from his involvement in this.
Yep, that's Ganji's right. MINILADD, his excuse for leaving is that he doesn't play Gmod anymore. Yeah, he had an ego.
Yeah.
MINILADD had a fat fucking ego.
That's what kicked it off. So here, just a little bit of context for that.
Again, I feel like it's just relevant to point this out.
Mhm.
This all happened 2 years
Prior to
before MINILADD gets accused. Actually, this happened before MINILADD even met the girl that he would later accuse him of the shit that he would later admit to doing.
Yep.
God damn, dude. Like, God damn. God fucking damn.
Well,
I'm
look-
sorry, John. I'm sorry, John.
So Mini initially said he left. That is true. He did say that he left because he didn't want to play Gmod anymore. But here's the difference. The thing is, though, he didn't just leave it at the fact that, oh, I don't play with those guys anymore because they're still playing Gmod. He made it a point to basically insult them for continuing to play Gmod. And that caused a rift between him and Terrorizer. And when push came to shove, you know, Terrorizer was just like, yo, why are you talking shit about our other friends? It's like, and it's like, oh, you guys still playing Gmod, whatever. And then people were goading MINILADD saying like, hey, hey, I know that you don't want to play Gmod no more, but hey, you know, the reason why you got as big as you did was because you were part of Vanoss's gaming crew. And MINILADD took that as a blow to his ego. As, oh, I don't need those guys, blah, blah, this, that, or the other. So they were just like, okay, well, you don't have to play with us no more. And they got him out of all their chats and all that stuff. It's like, okay, you don't want to play Gmod and you say you don't need us no more. So you go your way, we go our way, and that's that.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep.
And again, I feel like I have to keep pointing it out. 2 years later, MINILADD would be outed by a girl who he met after leaving. Girls who he met after leaving Vanoss crew. So like, I just like, dude, I find it fucking hilarious that Keemstar is trying to make it seem like Vanoss. No, I'm sorry. Keemstar is going to deny that, right? I find it hilarious that Keemstar on DramaAlert has a guy who's trying to imply that there is a bigger nefarious thing going on with Vanoss crew because of fucking MINILADD. Just a fucking dumbass.
Well, the rift was between him and Terrorizer, and basically when push came to shove, like I said, because they were the ones that hung out the most of that group. When push came to shove, obviously Terrorizer's like, yo, you're talking shit about us, you know what I mean? And it wasn't just behind their backs, it was very publicly on his own streams.
He tweets all the fucking time. It was
very, well, I'm talking about MINILADD. It was very public on his streams and shit. He was talking shit about Vanoss and the crew on streams.
Yeah.
So they were just like, all right, well, dos vidañas, you know? Yeah. So.
Which, I mean, that's just the right thing to do at that point.
Yeah. Let's keep going.
I will.
Let's do it.
I will.
If the stuff about H2O is true, is real, you know, that's 3 in the group. And then, and if that's real, then basically do work, set him up.
No, that's still one. That's still MINILADD. That's it.
Actually, no, that wouldn't be one in the group because MINILADD's not in the fucking group.
Well, exactly. He wasn't in the group at the time. You know what I mean? It's a former member.
I just, again, I feel like I'm beating a dead fucking horse, but the dead fucking horse is my own fucking brain.
Also horrible. And who was it? Executioner?
Executioner.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like, that's like 5 people in the group. Like,
well, yeah. Well, and look at, I mean, there's even screenshots with.
Oh my God, she's even put little X marks on their heads. You fucking piece.
At least those aren't the 5 in question. Well, only one of those guys is in question, which would be.
I know. It's just funny. It's funny. Don't you find it funny? Laugh.
But go ahead.
Laugh.
It's not funny.
Wildcat engaging Breland when she was 17, saying really inappropriate stuff. I mean, you could see signs that, in my opinion, it's grooming. It wasn't just Breland; it was Meow Michelle.
In my opinion,
and there's several other girls too that we were finding that were interacting with different guys. Now, they were soliciting nudes actively.
Let's hit timeout real quick because, look, right? Maybe all this stuff is 100% true, and all this went down, and they're all bad for it. But if this happened way back in 2013, how old were these guys? You know, they could have been minors themselves. Like,
no, they weren't.
How old were they?
Delirious was in his mid-20s. Delirious, I think, is approaching his mid-30s now. I think he's 34. But then you've got Wildcat was 20 years old. Basically, I do work. I think it's just turning 30, so he was in his early 20s. I mean, none of these guys were minors. And I also want to point out,
yeah.
Did he say it was Wildcat that he said that it was he considered it grooming?
Yeah.
He did. He said it was Wildcat, and he just said Wildcat was in his 20s, and he called him a groomer.
Well, Wildcat was like 19 or 20 years old back then.
And he said he considered what he was doing grooming when he was 19 or 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could rot in hell, Ohmwrecker, piece of stupid dog shit. Fuck you, you dumb. Oh my God, keep playing the fucking video. Ugly, disgusting piece of horse trash dog shit. A 20-year-old is a groomer. Where have I heard that before? Call Me Carson? Yeah, I think that's what I heard.
No. That's the Call Me Carson situation. No, it was people arguing that even if you're 19 or 20 years old, it doesn't matter because of a power dynamic. It's still grooming, right? Because you're not an adult when you're 18. You're not an adult when you're 19. You're not an adult when you're 20. They've used the argument that because you're not finished developing until you're 20 fucking 5, that if you're under the age of 25, you can still be the victim of grooming.
And I want to point this out. Keemstar said not one fucking word about what this guy just
know.
Just let him
Keemstar
say.
didn't say anything when he bought up fucking Basher, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, like that's my again. Keemstar's gonna run around and say this isn't his story, it isn't his accusation, these aren't his allegations, these are Ohmwrecker's allegations. These are other individuals that were in Vanoss crew coming forward.
You could burn in hell, Ohmwrecker. You dumb piece of shit.
Well, Keemstar can burn along with him because Keemstar's sitting there as this guy is saying this shit, and his mouth is just completely shut. Like, dude, it's not.
We were just talking the other day. I don't know who it was, but it was probably Sen I was talking to about how people misuse the fucking word grooming. And like, here it is right now in this, it's always on DramaAlert too. The fuck? Not really, not always, but a good margin of the time. Just keep going. I'm losing my fucking patience.
What you kind of touched on when this MINILADD stuff came out, and even Louis, the guy stayed silent on it. The only person that reached out to me was Nogla, and Nogla actually criticized me and tried to make me feel guilty for cutting ties with MINILADD and Louis, saying that I'd really hurt Mini. These are guys that I feel have been well aware. This is an allegation, but I feel that they've been aware of these things that have been going on, and they've stayed silent. I think the silence speaks volumes, because I think any other group by now would have said something, denounced what they're doing, right? Like, friends or not.
I mean, you've seen it with the Carson situation, right? There was only one guy in the group of Carson's friend group that wanted to tell the world. Everyone else was just like, I want to stay silent. I don't want to be involved, right? And, it's...
Carson's friend group was a piece of shit. Somebody notified Bo Blacks of this preemptive bullshit. No one knows who it is to this day.
Friend group was totally down for canceling Carson.
Yep, everyone was.
They all jumped on that fucking ship with him. Yep. Like, what do you fucking mean, you ass? You lying sack of shit. You were there, you piece of shit.
It was on your show.
You did it to Carson.
Yes, and then when
did it to him,
and then when all the heat came down on Keem. When all the heat came down on Keem, where he wasn't like a predator or whatever, because the age gap was like what 2 or 3 years. Like, he's like, well, he has CP, deuces, and they fucking dipped out. No, Ohm reminds me of
no. This is great, bro. I ain't seen Keemstar this quiet in a minute. LMFA. Okay, all right. Let's keep. We are almost done. We can move on to the
almost
next
there.
That's yeah.
It's cowardly, but also they're afraid of backlash. Are you afraid of backlash coming out and telling the world about this stuff? Because I mean, you're a massive YouTuber. I mean, you have something to lose.
Oh yeah.
If this goes bad.
Well, they've been threatening me, dude. Like I've legit been getting threatened since last June. Right. Everything from lawsuits to they'll all gang pile me. They were really afraid of having a cartoon that they were doing called Alpha Betas dragged through the mud or canceled because of this, because they saw what happened with PewDiePie. Yeah. I mean, literally threatened. Even I've had violent threats from not just the group, but also even some fans. I've had
MINILADD, right? Like his situation. One, we wanted him to.
What was with that cut?
I don't know. It's weird. He cut something out. Something was cut out.
Yeah.
Because he
jumped. I wonder what he cut out.
Yeah, Keem. Well, let's wait for him to release it like the French Girl interview. Maybe he'll do it on a mid-Tuesday night on SoundCloud. I want to point out real quick, he said he was going to get sued. He made tweets last year in 2020 around this time, around June 28th last year, talking about this whole fucking secret fucking thing that everyone's sending nudes through some Skype shit. They're still public.
I bet you, I fucking bet you, what he cut out there was Keemstar going, do you have any of those messages? And the guy going, I deleted them all. I swear to God.
It's on my TikTok, fam.
Fucking God. That's what he fucking took out of that interview. Him asking for the fucking messages and the guy going, I deleted them. I blocked them all and it deleted them.
For real.
Yeah. I could
trust me, bro.
Dude, you fucking know what he fucking did. That guy's such a scumbag.
Well, on top of that, like I said, if they're going to sue him, why are those tweets still public about all this shit that he's trying to out them for now? They're still public. I screenshotted them.
Right?
Dude, I don't think Keemstar is a good person. What the fuck?
Well, Keemstar's about to let you know what a motherfucking sack of human shit he is, right? When he brings up MINILADD, he's downplayed everything MINILADD has done so far, right? And remember, he tells you that MINILADD's had accusations against him, Louis had accusations against him. They go into the accusations against Louis, right? Hold on. They went into the accusations against Louis, and at no point has Keemstar or his beloved guest brought up any of the shit that MINILADD has done. And you're about to find out why, because he's about to use MINILADD as a fucking source to back up what Ohmwrecker is saying about Vanoss crew. Like,
did you know?
Just fucking great, man. It's fucking beautiful.
Did you know that Ohmwrecker?
Oh, I think you cut out there for a second, Aura.
He did.
You were saying, did you know Ohmwrecker, Aura?
Your mic's muted.
It's still muted.
Okay, I'm going to keep playing the video. When your mic's fixed, just go ahead and speak up.
Do apologize, actually take accountability. And he eventually did, you know?
Yeah.
And now, you know, he doesn't have the power and influence that he once had, which you shouldn't if you're going to abuse your fans like that. Do you think that something similar should happen with, you know, H2O, Louis?
Well, I think this goes for any creator. There should always be accountability for the things like that you do. I've certainly had my fair share where, you know, people have tried to keep me in check at times. And I think it's up to, you know, the viewers out there. For me, I mean, you know, I could tell you that I think that they should be denouncing MINILADD and Louis, but beyond that, they should also be dealing with their own wrongs, right? Instead of like continuing to brush this under the rug. I mean, they've been deleting thousands of tweets, tens of millions of video views.
Yeah, I'm actually going to link a Google Drive or whatever that you sent me of all these deleted tweets that have happened. And if you look at their social blades, I mean, you can see that they've been frantically deleting tweets recently.
Yes,
so
thousands.
I mean, that looks bad. I mean, look, there's going to be people that say, where's the evidence? You know, where's the proof? You know, well, you know, you have all these tweets that they've just recently deleted. That
just look, just to clarify, right?
Keemstar, how's this? Where's the evidence? Where's the proof? Why don't you just put it on your fucking screen rather than telling everybody? They've all been deleted, and I have this massive Google Doc. You just have to go through the entire thing.
And look, and I looked through the Google Doc. I know you did. I will link it here in the chat for anybody that wants to take a look at it.
I heard that doc is pretty bad.
There's nothing in it. I mean, it has, look, at worst, it has some pretty, I think the one that looks the worst in the Google Doc, right, of the screenshotted tweets is Wildcat, because his stuff is pretty salacious.
John, can I ask you a question?
Even then,
John, I'm sorry. You went through the Google Doc, right?
Yep.
I've heard you talking about it. I went through a little bit of it too. I wanted your honest opinion on this. Do you think Turkey Tom wrote his Google Doc for him?
No.
Oh God.
Listen,
they would have more effort.
Hey, look, Turkey Tom.
Come on.
Low blow. I admit it. It's
no. Yeah, it might as well be John Swan. Oh no, wait, that'd be fake. Oh well, whatever. Fucking. You just look at your fucking Discord DMs, dog. Like, what is it?
Wait,
you know, I joined. No joke. I joined this. I joined like one group. I joined one fucking group on Discord talking about, you know, cryptocurrency trading and everything. And I just got spammed to fucking death on fucking Discord DMs.
Yep.
Look,
I've already wrote it.
Yeah, there's really nothing. There's nothing in there. Because here's the thing: what you would expect to see in there, or what you would hope to find, is some kind of acknowledgement from Delirious that he knew the girl's age or something like that, right? Nothing like that.
There's nothing talking about minors. There's nothing. It's just a bunch of raunchy, edgy tweets from years ago.
Well, yeah, it's raunchy tweets. It's the only person that
is this a video from his fucking channel?
That's a video from his channel from February that he had.
Is it still up on his channel?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, oh my God.
Where he has this guy who he's outing now.
Well, not only that, but he's known this for a long time, and it's taken him some very serious effort to come forward with this. From fucking
Like Call Me Carson, right?
Yeah.
Where the guy who wanted to come out in justice, he was fucking streaming with him.
Yeah. I think we all know that it's bullshit, but let's finish with this video. Then I'm gonna show everybody what you sent me.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Reference
The
the
mic
situation that
censored
we're
me.
talking about that allegedly happened. I mean, that's where there's smoke, there's fire, right? You know, if there is if there's an explanation for these tweets other than what they say, I would love to hear it. And you know, obviously H2O, Louis, MINILADD,
Wildcat, even you'll see Wildcat.
All these people, right? My platform is yours, and you know, if you want to come on and kind of defend this stuff, you have an open invitation. It seems so strange that you have this group of like 7 people, 8 people, and so many are getting hit with these allegations.
Mm-hmm. And let me tell you this, it's not the end of it. I talked to one victim in particular. She doesn't want to be part of this, but she even reported.
Isn't that what they said about Carson?
The police, allegedly.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, the person that he's referencing.
Oh my gosh, guys, I'm sorry. Allegedly, this has just been sent to me right now. Allegedly, right now in Keemstar's basement, he has 3 girls tied up between the ages of. Allegedly. This is being look. The person reporting this would like to remain anonymous, but allegedly, right now, there are 3 girls, 7, 8, and 9, that Keemstar has chained up in his basement. Okay, they've not seen their families for weeks. This is disgusting. And apparently, he raped his own dog. Fucking monster. All allegedly, and remember, the victims would like to remain silent. They would like to remain silent here.
You were good up until the last part.
Yeah.
Like, look at me. You were good up until the last part.
Jesus Christ.
I was going to say, the context is this a slumber party.
C10 does not approve of this. Disavow.
What? Guys, look.
That's all right.
I'm sorry. I can't reveal my sources. I can't reveal my sources. But look, this is all allegedly happening right now in this basement.
Allegedly equals proof, apparently.
Look, it's allegedly. Guys, look, I'm a serious fucking journalist. This is a hard fucking news channel, and I have alleged reports. Alleged reports. These people say that they know Keemstar, that they have been watching DramaAlert for years.
John, what were you trying to say before we had the fucking little tip off or whatever that was?
I mean, we'll get into Ohm's kind of past here in a moment. So we'll just finish off the video and we'll kind of get into that part of it.
Okay.
For child pornography, among something else. So again, I know she doesn't want to be involved, but she also, I can't tell you too much. I've talked to the girl. I've heard her story. Like, this is not the end of this. I'm certain of it.
Yeah, this little last part here
Yeah.
has already been debunked. This last little part that he said that he was contacted by somebody that said that they contacted him saying that they were going to the police.
Yeah.
The person who actually sent him that email showed the proof that not only that he was the one that sent it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, he proved it by showing the actual inbox of the email saying, dude, this is 1,000% fake and you took the bait. And he's like, and just to prove it, look, you can see this is me accessing the email.
Yep.
And you just went on and preached about it like it was gospel, like it was actually a true accusation. This is how easy, and his point for doing it was like to show how easy it is to fake shit online.
And the individual's name was Bulldog Ross. Like, for anybody who wants to find it on Twitter.
Well, we could probably link it. So.
It's in our chat. You can pull it back up if you want. You can show it. No, this guy's a fucking idiot. And he's like, yeah, more to come. Same thing. That's what they said about Carson, that there would be women coming forward, and there was 1 girl and then 1.5, because I don't know what the fuck happened to Copycat. So why is everyone dead? What happened?
I don't know. I mean, we can get to the next part.
Okay. Let me finish the video.
Finish it off. Yeah.
It's almost done. And I'm going to show you what I'm tweeting right now.
Oh, kill this career.
Well, guys, we're going to have to leave it there. I want to know your thoughts in the comments below. I know there's going to be some fans heartbroken. This is your childhood. I'm sorry. Just doing my job, reporting the news. But yeah, we're going to stay on this story. And if you guys want a part 2, we can have Ohmwrecker back on to.
I don't think you should do that, Keemstar. I don't think you should do that at all.
Make sure you leave a like. If you're new here, subscribe, because as soon as I get the scoop, I'm going to keep you in the loop.
Yikes.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, I don't think you should have him on for a part 2 unless you're going to address that how he fell for a fake email and you just reported fake news and said everything he said was true.
I just reported a story right now.
Was it the same shit you said? Because I hope you took the last part out.
Allegedly, Keemstar has 3 minors chained up in his basement, and allegedly he raped his own dog in front of them. Allegedly. My source wishes to remain anonymous, and we should respect their privacy.
I misheard you when you said the last part. All right, yeah, that's fine. I don't want to tell you. Like, fucking.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. We were all wrong.
Lol tweeted, by the way, his plot thickens.
Yeah,
What did you guys tweet? Don't.
Louis.
So apparently Louis tweeted something. So I mean, I guess we could find out what that is. But
okay, hold on. This is real quick. It's still related to the story, guys. This is a video from Ohmwrecker's channel. It's from February 8th, 2021, and I'd like you to read the title.
Among Us, but Delirious had us figured out.
Yeah, the guy who just fucking threw under the bus.
The guy who he threw under the bus that he says is involved in this nefarious group, right? And they're all doing dirty, dastardly things, and potentially minors are at risk, right? Mm-hmm. And Ohmwrecker knows this. Ohmwrecker knows this. Apparently 3 months ago was chilling and playing Among Us with one of them. But remember, they're dangerous to children, including the children.
Well,
they're Ohmwrecker's own audience
situation in a way.
Yeah.
Well, he said that he only found out that she was a minor 2 months ago. That's what he's saying now.
He also got into that big Twitter fight.
He is such a lying sack of shit. I swear to God.
Just for people that don't know, Ohmwrecker, prior to being a part of the Vanoss crew, was actually part of Markiplier's gaming crew.
Yep.
Okay, and he pretty much got ousted for more or less the same reason by basically saying, oh, you know, he had heard about some misdeeds going on with Markiplier, potentially some sexual impropriety between Markiplier and maybe some fans that might have not been of age either. Now, mind you, he's not the one that came up with this. Apparently, he claims that it was actually Jacksepticeye that brought that up to him. And then at some point, I guess he brought it up to Markiplier, and that caused a fallout there. And so from there, he ended up, you know, going to the Vanoss crew, and now we see something similar happening here. The issue with Ohm, though, is it's not so much as this idea of that it's the same kind of scenario all over again. It's the fact that Ohm, whenever Ohm is involved in some drama, it always has to do with the fact that instead of, going to people directly, he seems to like to take things to social media first, and he seems to like to virtue signal. That's what gets him in a lot of these situations, these situations that he finds himself in, is because he decides to virtue signal about it first instead of just fucking going to the main person involved,
Oh shit, Steve. Hi, how you doing?
Yo,
Hello, Steve DeLive.
I'm just absorbing information and reading your chat because your chat's popping tonight.
Yeah,
it has been. Our chat's been great tonight.
Everybody's been saying we should watch TJ live, or we should have seen it because
TJV live. Yeah, apparently Ohmwrecker went on there.
Oh my
if
God,
anybody knows TJV live, if how to get him, maybe we could get him in here since he was on Ohm. Since he interviewed Ohm, maybe we could send him a link.
I don't know how to get a hold of him. I don't think he has a Twitter. I was gonna try.
I don't even know who he is.
He's been covering Ohm for a little bit. I watched a couple of his videos today.
Wait, TJV live?
TJV live.
TJV live.
If anything, I'll catch the playback. And
if anybody knows TJV's like a way to contact him,
I think he's streaming right now.
Oh shit! Like
stream sniping, asking.
No, we'll let him do his thing. Like
I mean, he's got like a 7-hour stream up.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, we can.
I think that's what people are talking about. Yeah. But he's also live right now too.
He's live right now. Right now. I think he just went on.
Yeah.
But I'll catch the playback.
You can contact him on Discord too. DramaAlert news now is so boring.
Yeah, I saw that too. I just saw that like right now.
It's pretty boring.
He's not wrong. Okay, all right. But this is so this Reddit thread. You pointed out this was around the exact same time which he claims he found out about the girl's age, roughly within that time frame. Has Ohm gotten into a fight with cartoons? They haven't made a video recently. I thought I heard something about a fight. Like, first comment here is just saying, like, pretty sure Ohm has just been starting shit with everyone for no apparent reason.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, he does. He does.
Yeah. I mean, that's not new for him. In fact, you guys sent me a shit ton of things. Oh my goodness.
Dude, it was research day. John put in a lot of work today. He never goes there. John doesn't go this balls deep until
well,
today.
the thing is, it's because I've been following these guys for the last couple of years, and look, I'm not gonna sit here and say that there's. I can't sit here in front of you guys or anybody here in the chat and be like, I know for a fact there's no sexual deviancy in that group, because you never know. There's always going to be skeletons in people's closets, especially when it's a crew that big that has had members change over the years. Okay. And
by the way, he did fight with cartoons. He already fought. I think that was old. It was a couple months old.
Okay. And, a crew that big with the amount of, subscribers that they all have. Look, I'm pretty sure. I don't doubt for a fact there's been some sexual impropriety among their members, right?
How many members are there?
Probably at most. There's probably been off and on over the years. There's probably been at least 10 or 12 people that have been a part of the Vanoss group. Between 8 and 12, I would think. Because it's always changed. It started off with a stable crew of about like 5 people. But they run with anywhere from like 4 to 6 people at any given time, depending on what game it is. So
that's like 10%.
This is a tweet from Ohmwrecker in which it goes, didn't know them in 2013, didn't know the girl in the story was a minor until 2 months ago. Like, I don't believe you.
Okay, hold on real quick, just to clarify something for John Quack. The reason why Markiplier was brought up is because Ohmwrecker used to be a part of Markiplier's gaming group.
Yep.
And the reason why there was a falling out between Markiplier and Ohmwrecker was apparently due to the same kind of situation. Apparently, Ohm was getting word. He claimed he kind of threw it all on Jacksepticeye, saying that Jacksepticeye was the one that brought the fact that Markiplier might have been messing around, or he had heard that Markiplier might have been messing around with fans that were not of age. And apparently there was some, there was either some talks that I don't know if Ohm claims that he went to Markiplier directly about it, but that's not the way other people have recounted it. They said that he was actually kind of putting it out there, kind of spreading this rumor along until there finally was a confrontation between them. And that led to that rift, that led to that split there. Then he joined the Vanoss crew, okay? And he was with them for a good amount of time. Now, mind you, I think it's also important to mention that back when this whole situation happened with Delirious, I don't believe Ohm was a part of the Vanoss crew when that particular thing happened. I think he joined the Vanoss crew after that. So he probably knew about the situation because I'm sure that it was a running joke between those guys about how this happened to Delirious. I'm sure he heard about it. Whether or not he knew the details, all the details, I don't know. I can't say. I mean, but all that happened. What happened?
I like this gift.
What happened recently was that Ohm, more or less, he had supposedly, according to Ohm, he's been hearing about impropriety, more of this sexual impropriety within the group. It turns out though that the perpetrator that we all know now was actually MINILADD, but MINILADD apparently had said. The funny thing is, apparently behind closed doors, MINILADD had told Ohm that, they're all a bunch of pedos and stuff like that. But it turned out that the one that's been proven to be, a deviant is fucking MINILADD.
I'm gonna play this thing from Keemstar saying where he sourced MINILADD, by the way. You want me to do that? I'll share the screen because I know you're blocked.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Share.
MINILADD blocked you, Crow?
No.
Keemstar.
Oh.
Keemstar has had me blocked forever, though.
Because of the Bruatis situation.
Because I brought up the Bruatis thing, so Keemstar blocks me, right? Well, and then he goes on to do another Bruatis. He did. He combined another Brawada situation with a Call Me Carson situation,
And then he wanted to sue you.
Oh, by the way, Crow,
Did
show the tweet that I just sent in the private.
That's how you know you made it when Keemstar.
I will, John. But first, I want to. Or can you share it?
It's sharing.
Okay, there we go.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Oh God, he looks like Satan. Yeah, I'm ready.
My best
Ready.
friend.
Here
Satan.
we go.
Yo, this is insane, guys.
It is insane.
Interview with Ohmwrecker, right? And he
You
comes
source MINILADD.
on DramaAlert today. I'm sure you've seen it, where he says, H2O back in 2013 got set up by, basically do work, and another YouTuber, they set him up. They sent a 17-year-old girl to go flirt with him, and they recorded him secretly, jerking off to this girl having phone sex. And so when an interview came out on DramaAlert, so many comments, so much hate coming my way saying, Keemstar, how could you have this fucking liar, Ohmwrecker, on your show? You mean he's a fucking liar? He's biased. He's a backstabber. He's trying to ruin the group. He's salty because they won't play with him. All this shit, right? But then H2O Delirious comes out and confirms the story. That is real. Basically,
I'm pausing it right here because he says something happened, but not what everyone else is saying. You dig? I'm gonna let it go though. Anybody got something to add?
No.
No, you're spot on.
I basically do work. That guy confirms the story that this is real. And now I see this fan base still calling him a fucking liar. And he's biased and he's making everything up and he's just trying to... Facts. Only facts. This story is real. This story is true. The people involved are confirming it's true. OmniWrecker or whatever told a real fucking true story. And I told you, I talked to MINILADD today, and MINILADD said that he heard about this. And when I put out that Twitter video, you guys were all saying, MINILADD, you can't trust.
Okay, all right.
It's not even
no. This is
It's
the
not even
two-faced talking out both parts of his fucking mouth Keemstar shit. They just get so fucking annoying, right?
Yep.
Look, if I came out with a story, right, and I said, I don't know, something like Keemstar had a 15-year-old get naked on a stream.
Yep.
Oh, okay, that's wrong. Okay, how about I say a 15-year-old got naked on Keemstar's stream?
Well,
no, hold on. Right? Is there truth to it?
Of course,
Yeah, exactly. Right? Can I phrase it like, why would Keemstar have a 15-year-old girl getting naked on a stream? Guys, you can call me biased and a liar, but this is a true story. It's been confirmed by so many individuals.
It's been confirmed by a predator, a lying predator.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
why can't you believe me?
Right? So I'm like, dude.
Well,
the thing is,
I can phrase that story to make you out to be the biggest fucking pedophile of all fucking time. Truth of it is, somebody went onto his stream, got naked. Keemstar didn't make her do it. Keemstar had no clue the age of that individual. Am I going to sit there with some bullshit and going, he's been caught in 4K? Like, that's the problem with your fucking bullshit, dude. And the fact of the matter is, that story was just recently brought up by Defamation Noodles.
Yeah.
We all know it's bullshit. And here's your dumbass bringing up a very similar fucking
Keemstar
story.
doing
It only
what
took him
Noodles
5
does,
years.
basically? Like, is he pulling a Def Noodles right now before our very eyes?
he was Def Noodles before Def Noodles, dog. John, what were you trying to say?
Yeah, that's true.
No, I'm saying, look, the thing is here is it's not a matter of whether or not, that Ohm is lying. It's the fact that there's an obvious agenda here.
Yes.
That's what the issue is here. There's an obvious agenda here, and you're sourcing two guys to push this agenda that actually have an issue with the crew.
Is anyone else a little bothered by the fact that Keemstar has a direct line to an active fucking pedophile like MINILADD? No, I'm being serious, right?
I mean,
But the guy who's turned his channel.
Okay.
No, hold on.
Okay.
The guy that turned his channel into the pedo hunting channel, right, has an open line to a fucking predator.
well, he needs to get sources, dog. It's just like fucking
He needs
sources
the
aren't blowing
predator's
up their
perspective.
predators.
See how they think.
To see
It's
how they
something.
think.
What the biggest issue here is the fact that he is trying to vilify the entire group, making them all guilty by association based on stuff, okay, that former members did, right? And especially, look, I could, you could say, oh, well, hey, maybe there's this kind of pattern of behavior because of this group. Okay, fine. If you want to say, but the thing is, look, those guys, again, they have not played with any of these other guys in years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? In years. MINILADD, again, gone, ousted, right? Louis left in 2016. You know what I mean?
Yep.
What if this
and
was
the
like a
stuff against
football
Louis
team?
isn't really, and it's not just that, it's just
Like
disingenuously
people murder
comparing-
people on football teams, and the whole team doesn't go down for it. Just that guy,
well, that's
that guy
the-
killed his wife. Like,
the
oh
other
no,
issue
we got to
here-
get rid of
the
the whole
other-
football team.
The other issue here is him disingenuously comparing all these situations.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like he's saying, like, okay, MINILADD did this, and Louis and H2O Delirious, they're all in the same camp. You know what I mean? And it's not. These are different situations.
The reason I wanted to play this is not only just for context, and I think he deleted this. I think he's been deleting tweets.
Well, no, guys,
Sounds like
look,
him.
look,
He's gonna say it's for
guys,
popularity,
hold on,
so-
stop. Because Keemstar just said in his drama alert, if
Mm-hmm.
you want evidence, you want proof, people are deleting tweets, right? Like they got something to hide. So Keemstar can't be deleting tweets right now.
I mean, he deleted the Baradas fucking interview. So
Oh no! Oh my gosh! If he
God.
deleted the video, I guess that means he did do something wrong. Oh no! Oh my! I love Keemstar logic because it makes him out to be the biggest fucking asshole on the face of fucking YouTube. Like
Yeah.
honestly,
Keemstar's a piece
if
of
you
shit.
follow Keemstar's logic on this shit and then you apply it to Keemstar, he comes across as a bigger piece of shit than fucking Ethan Klein does.
Damn.
Well, the thing is,
Maybe.
he's trying to imply that there's an issue. It's not just here's the underlining thing that he's really trying to imply here, that there's some kind of issue with this crew, even though he's not saying it, but there's that soft implication there because that's why he had Oman, right, to kind of say it for him, that there's an issue here, not just with girls, right, that there's impropriety with girls, but there's that little bit of hint towards it's underage girls.
I just caught what Elite Chaos said. Ohm did delete tweets. He deleted the email that he was spreading around as proof.
Yeah,
he found out it was
did,
fake.
He did delete that shit. But here's the thing.
Mhm.
Delirious, as far as I've seen or as I've researched, I have not seen anything where Delirious publicly says that he knew that the girl was 17 years old. As a matter of fact, in his tweet longer today, right? And I'm not saying that maybe he did know. For all we know, maybe he did. But there is nothing out there publicly that indicates that he knew that this girl was 17, or at least not that he is caught to, right? We haven't seen it yet. Now, if you want, Crow, I'll link the tweet longer if you want to read it to see what.
Well,
Delirious
I want to share this. So
Do you want me to finish this, or are we good?
I don't think there's any what more do you need in the video? He's a
Oh, I have no
two-faced
fucking
lying
idea.
sack of shit who
I don't
talks
know.
out of both sides of his mouth.
It's like 30 seconds left. I don't know.
I don't care. I go ahead and play it. Go ahead and play it.
Sure.
Yeah, make the clown dance.
He's a fucking pedo. He's fucking lying. MINILADD told the truth too.
Oh.
Proven, factual,
Sometimes it takes a
confirmed,
pedo.
100%. So it's like, look, man, you gotta fucking have opinions that are based on reality, because a lot of opinions, he's a liar, he's making this up, they don't fly. You have been factually proven wrong.
Actually, go ahead and stop it here.
Did he
Go
lie
stop
about
it here.
He just
No,
fucking
hold on.
implied that H2O Delirious was a
Hold on.
fucking pedo.
Hold on. Hold on. Right? He only speaks facts and he only speaks truth, right? And Ohmwrecker used this email to verify his story. I just saw everything blow up on Twitter, and it's given me the courage to speak out. I figured since you were the one that helped uncover what the group had been doing, I thought this would be better. And I don't know if the mob on Twitter will believe me. 8 years ago, when I was 15, I had received a message from Delirious on Twitter, and we started talking. I told him from the start that I wasn't of age and he didn't seem to care or mind. Skype info was provided, and at the time, we had a lot of fun. He'd never show his cam, but I could hear him the whole time as I presented myself to him. This had gone on for weeks until one evening after school, I discovered that I was blocked on Skype and Twitter. I contemplated making a fuss on social media, but no one would listen. My mind was racing and I was spiraling. Feelings of resentment and depression clouded me. I made an attempt on my life until I finally confessed to my parents what had happened. There wasn't anything we could do. We called the police, but because it was online and he didn't have the clout he does now, there wasn't anything they could do but file a report. The authorities were called. Seeing what was happened today, though it's giving me hope that justice might actually happen. I currently am in the process of getting back into the Skype account, and I can have the logs ready for you if you still need them. I hope this actually helps. Now remember, we're speaking only facts here, right? And remember, in his interview with Keemstar, what did he point out? That there was more, that this girl had more, that there was more coming out, that the police had been contacted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Look familiar, looks legit, right? I am Wildcat H2O Delirious, thought y'all might want to see this. 1000% of that email is false because I wrote it from the alt account I just made tonight, and Ohm is using it as gospel. There you go, asswipe. Your dumbass fucking guest, all facts here on your own fucking show, used this fake email to justify what he was saying to you. Dumbass retard Keemstar. Welcome to DramaAlert, a show where anyone can just come up, pull whatever shit they pull out of their ass after they took a giant dump on my show.
Yep.
Fuck you, you dumbass.
Keemstar, opinionated
only
facts.
Only facts.
Opinionated
Only
facts.
Here's a fact. You absolute remedial fuckwad. Your guest got duped by a fake email. There's your fact. Serve it up to your audience, you dumbass.
Keemstar, opinionated fact.
Well,
You
if you
sourced the
look-
lying predator.
and
You
just
sourced the
to
lying
prove it-
predator, Keemstar. Opinionated fact. Fuck
And
you.
Bulldog Ross also did a follow-up email where he showed the inbox of that email.
Oh, no, hold on. MINILADD told the truth. You know what MINILADD told the truth about? MINILADD said he was upset that the girl came forward. MINILADD said the girl manipulated him. MINILADD said it was the girl's fault. That was his truth, you idiot. Fucking Keemstar. MINILADD tells the truth. Yeah, MINILADD told the truth. MINILADD told everybody that the girl manipulated him, that the 14-year-old he threatened to seppuku himself in front of. That was his truth. That it was all her fault. That was his truth. You dumbass. You fucking dumbass. And Keemstar, MINILADD told the truth. After how long? I generally think there are sea anemones out there with more human sentience than Keem on God, bro. Yet, first, thank you for the super chat. And all accurate. No, I got one more super chat I got to read. Dan BGC, thank you. Don't condemn using MINILADD as a source without acknowledging he used 520 Delirious and Louis Calibre, please.
Let's
MINILADD's still a predator.
MINILADD
MINILADD's a fucking predator.
Well, and that's what I was gonna get to. Let's go back to his video. Keemstar literally just he tried to validate his argument of H2O Delirious being a pedo by taking the word of an actual proven pedo.
I think so. I don't know. I don't know if he was talking.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to it then.
Okay, so go ahead and play it.
It's right around here.
And I told you, I talked to MINILADD today, and MINILADD said that he heard about this. And when I put out that Twitter video, you guys were all saying, MINILADD, you can't trust him. He's a fucking pedo. He's fucking lying. MINILADD told the truth too. Proven, factual, confirmed 100%. So it's like, look, man, you gotta fucking, have opinions that are based on reality, because a lot of opinions, he's a liar, he's making this up, they don't fly. You have been factually proven wrong. Did he lie about something else? Sure, we could talk about that. But in this scenario, in the story that he told on DramaAlert, all these comments that he's a fucking liar and all that other stuff, you're wrong, and he's actually right. He's been proven right today, and that's facts on top of facts.
Deleted. It's like fucking gone.
Deleted.
Yeah,
We're stacking facts, guys.
I was looking for it on his timeline. I can't find it. This is through metadata that I found this.
Well, I love this, right? Because Ohmwrecker apparently deleted his tweet screenshotting this email after he got called out and told the email was fake. So there you go. There's your facts, Keemstar, you fuckwad. Your guest got duped by a fake email, then went onto your channel and referenced the fake email that he got duped by.
Look, the only thing...
There's your fact, you dumbass. There's your fucking guest over
like
here
Keemstar
getting duped by a
facts.
fake fucking email. Good on you, you dumbass. You fucking dumbass. I'm only speaking facts right now. I'm only and my opinions are based in reality. Keemstar is brain damaged. His guest is a retard. There's your facts. There's your reality. Ohmwrecker is a dumbass who referenced a fake fucking email on your fucking drama alert. You dumbass. And then you sourced a pedophile to back up the idiot who got duped by a fake email. There's your facts, all based in reality. Go ahead, drop it in a comment, threaten to call your fucking legal team. You absolute mentally malnourished idiot. I know, actually, no, malnourished in general. That probably is why you're the size of a lawn gnome.
Okay, look.
Damn, dude. Just
again.
Do you think to let you on Drama Alert? You should go on Drama Alert.
No,
I think it'd be a good show.
No.
I think it'd be fucking awesome.
I would never go on DramaAlert for the fact that when he plays a video, you can clearly see when he just decides to cut something out he doesn't want you to see.
Yeah, he did that a lot in this video, didn't he?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Look, the only thing that is and that's not even the issue again with this video. It's not the fact that, but it's true about, what happened with H2O Delirious. Yes, because H2O Delirious confirmed it, but it's the bullshit narrative that he's trying to spin, that there seems to be like, this is a group of predators, basically. He's trying to spin that narrative. Now, look, anybody who's seen Vanoss's crew, obviously, look, there's guys, I'm sure that there's plenty of them that got skeletons in the closet, and look, maybe there is nefarious characters in there. The only one that has been proven, and again, he wasn't even a part of the crew when all the stuff came out about him and he was exposed, was fucking MINILADD. Because the Louis stuff, I'm sorry, that's a non-starter. At best, the worst you can say about Louis is, okay, he's an asshole, you know what I'm saying? And he obviously has no concept of the fucking law in regards to fucking nudes. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's not
I
good
mean,
either. That's a shitty thing to do. And nobody's defending Louis for that shit, right?
I feel like we have to point this out, though. Like, I mean, we're talking about people being exposed. Ohmwrecker's getting exposed like fucking crazy. Like, we already figured out, right, that this dumbass got duped by a fake email, right? Yep. He sourced the fake email. He sourced the fake email on DramaAlert, and then fucking MINILADD is used to verify Ohmwrecker as being a credible person by Keemstar. An admitted pedophile was sourced by Keemstar to back up a dumbass that got duped by a fake email. But it gets worse, right? Ohm is reaching so far. He is now posting conversations from an adult OnlyFans chick who Delirious messaged trying to get the free nude she posted about on Twitter as a promo. I spoke to this woman myself after. She sent me their entire convo. She and I were very positive back and forth. She continued to message me asking about things and how to build a bigger following. And then this clout-hungry cunt goes on to reach out with her BS to Ohm. And she seemingly blocked me at some point out of nowhere in the past months. Honestly, I hope you enjoy the view from down there, because you are never going to get anywhere licking boots like this for attention. Seriously, Bish, I say kiss my arse, but you seem to be sticking your nose up plenty of others. Good one. Good job, Ohm. Good fucking job, Ohm. I dude, this is fucking great. It is literally fucking hilarious, because when Keemstar fucks up a story, it takes less than 24 hours now for it to just blow up in his fucking face, right? Why did he make the Twitter video? Right? Why did he make the Twitter video? Because people were in his fucking comments letting him know what a fucking idiot he was, right? And in his own Twitter video, he proves what a fucking idiot he is by going, guys, this is a true story. I know because the pedophile told me so.
John Quack, have a good night.
Jesus.
Have a good night, John Quack.
Bye, John.
Good night, John. Good night, John Quack.
Look,
bye, John.
Again, just to reiterate, look, the whole thing with Delirious, because Delirious, he put out a tweet longer earlier. Do you want to go over that now, Crow? Or
sounds like he's totally down to go. Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? Why not? Did you link it? You sent me some stuff in the press.
Yeah, I did. It's the last thing. It's the last
thing. The twit longer.
Yeah, that H2O Delirious put out.
Okay, so this was his statement regarding the situation. Let's go into it. Okay. This is actually nice and short. I like this.
Why is it a twit longer then? It's a joke. It's a joke.
I do want to address one thing that has been said that has been completely misrepresented. It's something I have for many years been embarrassed about and destroyed my trust for years. I never wanted to have to talk about this. I still don't, but it's being forced on me. 9 years ago, two people thought it would be funny to do something really messed up as a form of hazing me. It's no secret I was easily excited and very crude when I was in my early 20s. Someone I had played with a few times prior on Xbox messaged me saying they were only wearing a towel. This caught my attention and interest. She invited me to a voice call, and this led to the equivalent of phone sex. At the time, I did not know her or anything about her. I was just excited a woman was coming on to me out of nowhere. This was before any of us were big on YouTube. I was dumb. A week or so later, I started hearing from the group about an audio recording of me with her. I was shocked, felt violated, betrayed, and to this day, I can't bring myself to fully forgive them for this. It came to light that the two got the lady to message me, coming on to me and saying those things. Yep.
Show the twit longer.
Ooh. Whoops.
Yeah.
That's my fault.
It's all good.
Yeah. Okay. Here's everything I said was truthful, except for the parts where I stuttered. Except for the parts where I stuttered.
All right, go ahead. Continue.
Okay. I got the lady to message me, coming on to me and saying those things just to record it. She was on a call with them the whole time, and they recorded it and shared it. I'm so embarrassed and ashamed still. I, to this day, don't know if this part is true, but while I was being taunted for it, they also said the woman wasn't a woman at all yet and was only 17. I didn't know if she was or if it was just being said to make me feel worse. I was furious and everyone involved, but again, this is what Keemstar is saying, that this guy verified the story. And I'm like, yeah, this sounds exactly like what you two assholes are saying, right? The guy talking about how two people 9 years ago got a girl to get into a Skype call with him so they could record him jacking off.
Well, like when he was saying on his early 20s how he reacted to this girl, who does it remind you of?
Carson.
Exactly. He's a dorky kid. Like he's a young fucking adult who's a man, fucking horny dude. Can't like,
who's starting to become popular on YouTube. Probably doesn't have a lot of self-confidence.
Excited to get a girl.
Yeah. No. I look, man. I'm completely with you on this. I am right. But I'm looking at this. I'm just going like, you have a guy describing how two people he trusted literally committed entrapment, and then released his revenge porn to others to humiliate him.
Steve.
No, you get what I mean, right?
Yeah,
and then Keemstar hears a story of how a guy 9 years ago was caught in entrapment by two people he trusted, was lied to, and then to humiliate him even further, had it recorded and then spread it around, right? So he is the victim of entrapment and the victim of revenge porn. And Keemstar hears this story, goes to DramaAlert, and tells everybody how he is clearly in the wrong and has been caught in 4K and has admitted to all of it. Like, and then Keemstar is upset that people are pointing out what an absolute malicious jackass he is. So he goes to Twitter to tell everybody that an actual pedophile with an axe to grind told him that all of this is legitimate.
Well, he gets mad at the deaf noodle shit. Well,
the thing is, like, afterwards, Keem put out a video saying, "Oh, I'm actually mad at basically an executioner for this." It's like, okay, well, why didn't you fucking make that the main focal point of your video?
Exactly.
No. The main point of the video is serious allegations against like fucking asshole. It's fucking asshole.
Keem's getting old, you know. He doesn't know what he's mad at anymore.
Yeah, I
what
mean,
he wants to focus on. He's just saying shit.
He's losing his touch.
Look, if anybody should be held to account, right? You would think it would be the guys that actually, fucking committed a crime.
Yeah. No, yeah.
I mean,
but
they
like,
did. Mexicutioner and this other guy
Basically,
committed an actual crime. According to them and according to everybody involved, they solicited a minor to entrap their friend so that they could get revenge porn on him and share it with people.
Allegedly, until the fucking age is confirmed.
yeah, allegedly, because remember, the
allegedly, as far as the
supposedly-
minor is concerned.
supposedly,
Yeah,
look,
exactly.
look, let's just take the word for it that wasn't their intent, because supposedly their intent was to
They're
get
joking.
Delirious to reveal his face.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a
let
prank.
me just point this one comment out, and I'm not trying to pick on you, Travis, but Marcel wanted a face reel, but he didn't know that Delirious would have phone sex with the girl. Okay, hold on. They got the girl to contact Delirious and say, "I'm only wearing a towel." Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Like,
but
come on, what did you think was
Well,
going to
yeah,
happen?
obviously.
Yeah.
Why
you're
didn't they
enticing
should have
him.
stopped it. They should have stopped it if that was the case.
I
Like, yo,
gave the guy a
well,
gun, and then I told the guy that the dude he just shot raped his wife.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was gonna shoot him.
Yeah, I saw
Well,
that the fence being used. I thought it was pretty stupid.
Well, that's why
Like,
that's
I
why I
just,
say
like,
it's
look,
like
come
fucked up, because you would think at that point, all right, look, if the whole
Oh
intent
shit.
was, hey, oh look, let's just get a face reveal out of Delirious, but then you hear the guy getting into it, getting into the mood. It's just like, oh yeah, let's do this. That's when you would think any normal person would be like, fucking, hey, whoa, stop, bro, stop. It was just a prank, a prank. Don't unzip your pants.
Yeah.
Don't fucking touch yourself. We were just trying to get you to reveal your face. We're done.
Not
This is
your other
over.
head, dog. Just like fucking cut the shit,
No,
dog.
but
Yeah,
no,
no, I
they
just-
fucking recorded the shit. They recorded the shit, and then they fucking played it for all their other fucking friends to laugh at the guy.
But guys, literally, that is revenge porn. That's the literal definition of revenge porn. Like, you can't. It's an actual fucking crime. These two dudes committed a crime. Delirious is the victim of a crime, and Keemstar hears this and goes, "Guilty of
Just a
pedophilia,
prank, bro."
motherfucker." Like, yeah, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I just, man.
Bryce just tweeted, I think. Yeah, not too long ago.
Wait, who?
Bryce. One of the guys that I think fucking Ohm had another falling out with because Bryce got fit and in shape and this guy got insecure.
He threw shade at him, but no. Well, supposedly they patched things up, but the thing is, he threw shade at Bryce for getting in
sexy.
shape, even though he didn't tag him. He was just, but he took it upon himself to mention the fact that
Travis, I'm not saying that the intent was
Malicious.
They clearly wanted to prank him.
It was a bro thing.
Yeah,
It was a
dude,
bro thing.
it's like a lot of bro pranks that go too far.
it went
do
too far.
something
That's basically
objectively
what it is.
stupid. It went way too fucking far.
It was
Yeah.
a bro prank. They're like, oh look, we got you, bro. We got you. And
Instead
then
of stopping, instead of being smart about it and being like stopping, they took it to that level. They said, "Oh man, this is more than what we bargained for. This is hilarious. Let's record this shit and let's fucking throw it in his face later."
yeah. So, it's out of hand and now it's being used against people and like I don't know where it's gonna go. But because I think if it was revenge porn, this guy would have to press charges on them. I don't think anybody else can press charges on his behalf. So I think they're
And
safe.
he probably won't do that because he's already said that he's forgiven those guys.
Yeah, he's forgiven them, so they're safe. I'm just saying what they're doing could be considered illegal, but
Look, and
under
like
malicious pretenses.
Yeah, like I said earlier, anybody who's seen Vanoss and his crew's videos, Delirious is usually the butt of the jokes. He's the happy-go-lucky, like dumb guy in the group.
Yeah.
And honestly, look, from the way he portrays himself online, if it's not a character like Def Noodles, if he's anything like the way he comes across online, then he seems like a pretty gullible guy. You know what I mean? He seems like a pretty gullible guy. If that's any indication of how he really is in real life, if he's not just, dialing it up to 11 for the sake of YouTube, if that's any indication of how he is as a person, then he seems like a pretty gullible, dumb guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I
That's
don't
the
mean
kind of
that
guy
in
you
a way
want for a
where it's
prank like
definitely him.
this.
Kayla posted it in the chat. She posted the link to this tweet, but Marcel did tweet out at 6:10 p.m. yesterday, May 24th. Not once was it for sexual intentions. It was to, quote, see if you could get a face reveal, unquote. So,
What?
Yeah, it was it's a joke that went too far.
yeah, it was a prank. Yeah, and Marcel's in there. He's in the thread. This is the whole thread for that twit longer, actually. Yeah. You know, he said
This is a
that
very
like,
weird situation. This whole
Steve,
thing.
it's like
odd.
you're trying to get Sen's face reveal, so you fucking get this girl who, whether you may or may not know, or on purposely make sure it's a minor, and you know, fucking Sen gets way too excited, so he starts fucking tugging on mini Sen, and you're recording the whole thing, and you share it to us. You know what I mean? That's basically what happened.
Funny, right?
Scenario.
Well, okay,
What, dog?
but like that is what happened
wrong?
here, right? These guys wanted to get his face because he's never shown his face to anybody, right? So they wanted to prank him. So they get this girl to say, "Hey, just tell him you're wearing a towel. I get him onto a fucking Skype call with you," right? Mm-hmm. They're there recording the entire thing, right?
Mm-hmm. And it shows his other head.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, here's the guy admitting to it, right? Admitting that he did set him up. It was me. It was a shitty thing to do. I've apologized to Delirious dozens of times over the years. I don't blame him for not forgiving me. The entire plan started and stopped at get him to turn on his webcam and do a face reveal.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing, so did they release it publicly after?
I don't know if it was public.
Well, now here's the problem. So this girl said, Chloe, so she was or wasn't, or so was she or wasn't she 17? Either a minor was solicited or the idea of it was weaponized. Either way, it was fucked up, no matter how long ago it was. I mean,
wasn't the girl a friend of the guys or something?
Look, from what it seems like, from what I've seen, this girl, I think she was a fan of theirs because she seemed to orbit that crew. From what I've seen, you know, because Wildcat had a lot of interactions with her via Twitter. Now the girl's Twitter is in lockdown, so we don't know what the context is on her side of those conversations. Now, if you just look solely on Wildcat's interactions with her from back then, they look bad. They look very inappropriate.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to take into account that this girl was allegedly around that time. She was 17 years old, maybe 16, who knows? But we'll just say 17 because that seems to be what everybody else is saying. Wildcat has confirmed that supposedly, that's what Marcel knew. So we'll just say 17 for the sake of argument. But around that time, Wildcat was like 19 or 20 years old himself.
He's a kid.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm not saying does that absolve him?
27.
Now, look, don't get me wrong. Does that absolve him of any kind of responsibility? No, not necessarily. But at the same time, when you look at that and you think, all right, these are all fucking immature, probably to a degree, fuckboys, right? Saying salacious shit online. You know what I mean?
Well, people have been pointing out too earlier, I think towards the Keemstar thing when he had that video posted, that they were pulling up, you know, because I believe she was from North Carolina, or at least something North Carolina.
Delirious is from North Carolina. He lives in North Carolina.
Age of consent is 16 or something.
Yeah.
So.
See, but that doesn't matter in the situation. It doesn't matter if Delirious knew that she was underage. But that's the thing. Nobody can prove, because there's nothing that I've seen, and I'm not saying it doesn't exist, okay? Because if it does, then hey, look, then there you go, right? But there is nothing out there publicly of Delirious himself acknowledging back then or now that he knew that she was underage. As you see in his statement that he put out today, he's like, I found out after the fact they said that she was apparently 17 years old. I didn't know that. You know what I mean? You don't have anything where he says, yeah, I knew that she was that back then. You know what I mean? And you don't have anything of him saying that now. All you have him saying the contrary.
No, I mean, no, you're right. Like, you're right. It's fucking frustrating, right? Because you can't prove at any point that Delirious knew while it was happening that this girl was underage, if she was underage, allegedly, whatever, right? What you can prove is Marcel and Mexecutioner both conspired to get this guy into a Skype call with her so you get a face reveal out of her by having her be sexual, right? We know that that's what happened. Marcel's admitted to it. The girls admitted to it. Fucking Delirious had said that's what they did to him, right? This happened years ago. It was a fucked up thing that happened to Delirious, right? They committed a crime, right? They betrayed his trust. That's one thing. But they also committed a crime, either by soliciting a minor to go entrap another adult, right? or actually no, and or by getting revenge porn on this guy and sharing it with people. It was fucked up. This guy's an actual fucking victim. You know, you talk about this shit of like, oh, the victim card and everything, which I think Ohm has been like shoving in people's faces nonstop. But look, the only real victim in this situation is quite literally Delirious. So the guy who's already been victimized once is now being re-victimized again, so Keemstar can get some fucking content, and Ohm can get just an ounce, little tiny piece of fucking clout that he's just desperately licking off of fucking Keemstar's toes.
Well, it's also to perpetuate this narrative that there is this problem with Vanoss's crew, right? Because again, it's painting this narrative of, oh look, MINILADD, oh look, Louis. Oh, look, now Delirious. Who is next? You know what I mean? And the thing is, again, two of those guys have not gamed with that group in years, that being Louis and MINILADD. And truthfully, look, the stuff against Louis is really kind of a non-starter. It's not even, look, at best, like I said, at best, the worst thing that could be said about Louis, all right, is that he's potentially a dickhead towards the women he dates, okay? And that he obviously does not, he's either ignorant to laws in regards to sharing illicit photos, okay? All right? Or he's just an asshole and doesn't care, right?
I don't know. There's also other things.
I just want to put it like this. And again, Marcel and Executioner either way did something illegal, right? Now, I'm willing to say, look, if it was just about pranking their friend and it went too far, and this happened 9 years ago, I'm not going to look at them and say, I hope the fucking cops arrest you or some stupid shit like that. What they did was illegal, right? But it was 9 years ago. They were very young. I don't think it was meant to be malicious. Now, the shit about throwing it in his face later, that just tells you that they were really fucking immature, disgusting people. But I, like bringing this up today and re-victimizing Delirious with this shit is just fucked up. It's wrong. Keemstar's gross and disgusting, and so is his own person. But it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me this sort of shit you find on DramaAlert. But I go through it. You know, Marcel's admitted to doing it to the guy, admitted to even having to apologize to him, right?
Yep.
I find it really fucked up that Keemstar in that video said that Delirious was caught in 4K and he is objectively in the wrong. And I'm just like, no, he's a fucking victim, dude. It's like, look, I know when you reference rape and everything, I'm not trying to say it's on the same level, but to me, it's a bit akin to looking at a girl that just got raped and then saying it was her fault, right? That she's responsible for it, right? Yeah. Like, this guy was a fucking victim. What they did to him was wrong. What this girl did was wrong. What everybody did to this guy was wrong. And now, because Ohm wants a little bit of fucking clout and Keemstar needs a few fucking views on his channel, they're just going to take this guy and drag him through the public, and it's wrong. Just really fucking wrong.
Just for more context over the situation, share the last tweet that I put in the private chat. Oh, also, Louis Calibre is on Twitter right now, and he's going off.
Yep.
He apparently is going off. Hey, Aura, maybe you could reach out to him and tell him that I could link him to the recordings he's looking for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell him
what you see.
DM you.
What this Ask Mini, not me. He wasn't willing to give specifics, but it was a shocker when he was accused of the same thing he was accusing others of in the group. So was he BSing or telling the truth? He's just, he had enough to take everyone down.
Surely those aren't the words of a man with an axe to grind. Surely.
Well, like, I think we all know that MINILADD has had an axe to grind against those guys for a long time, right? We've established that, but knowing that even Ohmwrecker acknowledged last year that MINILADD was out there trying to get these guys for the shit that he himself was doing, right? And now to this day, he's still trying it. Yeah, I think that's a big fucking problem. Now, you said Louis is going off on Twitter right now.
Yeah, because he's basically confronting, I guess, one of the people that recorded him without his consent. Because here's the other thing too that I should mention. Louis lives in California, which is a two-party consent state.
All right, 1 second. So you want me to reply to that pinned tweet that he has, or the most recent one where he's like,
I'm just gonna go to his account right now. So let's do that
before you unfollow me. That one, John.
No. Reply to the one of his that says,
I just put him on follow.
"Are you really going to continue lying? I was talking to you, only you. How would you know?" I
went to his profile.
You. Do the right thing. Who recorded it, and where can I find it?
Well, here's the most recent one, okay? Because it's the first one that goes when you go to his profile. At Honey Sarah, I guess. Before you unfollow the rest of the liars, can you send me the illegal recording you took?
The girl outed herself. Look.
Oh my God, no way. I did not record you, nor was I aware that our conversation was being recorded.
Damn.
Nobody contact any of these people, by the way. I know.
Yeah, don't.
I mean, we know our audience.
This is happening right now. This is happening.
This is all happening in real time. Just don't contact anybody. Don't harass anybody. We don't condone that behavior. Obviously.
Yeah. Everything John said. But look at this shit, right?
Hold on, wait 1 second.
Yes.
Do you want me to use your Jonathan one or
no? Just have them contact you, Aura.
All right, I can help out with that.
But yeah, right here. Before you unfollow the rest of the liars, can you send me the illegal recording you took of me? She goes, I did not record you, nor was I aware that our conversation was being recorded. Are you really going to continue lying? I was talking to you, only you. How would you not know our conversation wasn't being recorded if I called you? Do the right thing. Who recorded it and where can I find it? I didn't know the call was being recorded. I'm not going to out the person like you outed me. Oh, God.
So she did know. Uh-oh.
Well, she knew somebody else was listening to the call.
Yep.
I know you said not to contact them. I just got to.
Crow.
Did this girl really just say she knows that someone else?
Yeah, you gave it to the wrong person, John. I don't know.
A private call.
Disavow.
Okay, what do you want me to do? Like, I fucking gotta. Yeah. This girl, she just fucking admitted to it. She just admitted to having somebody else listening to a private call.
Yep.
I just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, I'm not going to just because I don't want to be instantly blocked.
Yeah, don't. Let's just point and laugh at these people. Don't.
But look, she's fucking admitted to it. Okay, so you said there was another tweet on his profile, though, right?
There's been a couple. He's been busy within the last 30, 40 minutes. Look, just to sum it up for people in the chat. Look, Delirious. I can't speak to anything behind the scenes that we can only speak to what we know, right? To what's been put out there publicly. Now, I don't look, all these guys, it's pretty obvious that all of these guys have groupies. They have people that send them salacious pictures and stuff like that. It happens to anybody that's a big YouTuber that decides to leave their DMs open or have a Snapchat. This is the kind of stuff that happens all the time. And now, whether or not people have opinions of whether or not that's okay, that's fine. Look, the point here is what people know, what they can prove. And right now, nobody can prove that Delirious knowingly did anything illegal.
I mean, I got to say, I like how Louis basically shut this girl up immediately.
So
now look at this conversation, though. Since these women have been overshadowed in all of this, so she links to the Louis Clebre thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Louis goes, I hope when all is said and done, the right people get the right support. I agree. I hope you apologize to the women who felt abused by you. They deserve nothing less. To which one? The one who illegally recorded my conversation and gave it to Ohm thinking he had a smoking gun? The one that cheated on me? Or maybe the one who threatened to expose my kid if I stopped talking to her? This is
what I'm saying. There's two sides to every story. If you just look at the stuff on face value, right? The stuff that's out there about Louis. If you just look at it by face value, then at worst, here's the thing. At worst, you come out thinking, well, it seems like he's an asshole, but I don't see anything illegal happening here. You know what I mean? You could say, oh, but he's being abusive towards these girls. I mean, yeah, he's talking mean to them, but is that really abuse? Especially when you see the context of some of it, right? Where one of the girls straight up in her twit longer, she buries it towards the end of her twit longer, but admits to the fact that she fucking cheated on him.
Well, this girl right here, I think, right?
Yeah, her.
But talking mean is worse.
It's
her.
a Google. It's a
Like,
Google
you know.
doc.
That's her. And the thing is, I went through that entire Google Doc, and look, the worst thing that Louis says in those recordings is Louis says something along the lines of, oh, you know, once they send me those pictures, you know, they lose their rights to them and I can do whatever I want with them. That is not fucking true. I will say that right now. That is not true. That's not how that works. You cannot.
It's like Boogie's understanding of Castle Doctrine.
that
I don't
is-
think he understands the law.
That's what I'm saying. Either he just doesn't understand how laws work in regards to nude photos and revenge porn, or he just doesn't care. Well, it's one of those two things. Either he is ignorant to the law, or he just doesn't give a fuck. Which either way, look, you got to know your shit, man. Especially if you're a person that is that is running businesses or has money invested in places, or it has sponsorships and things like that, which you would have to think Louis as a YouTuber probably has some ties to some sponsorships still, even though he's not on YouTube anymore. He's probably made relations in the gaming sphere. And who knows what business he's involved in now, because apparently one of the things he said when he left YouTube was that he was going to do some financial investing. So I don't know if he has any businesses out there. Now, people were trying to say, like back then, it's just like, oh, well, if you're doing business, if you're investing in businesses and you're doing other kind of financial endeavors, why don't you just tell us what they are? Well, he doesn't have to. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to. He can keep that private. You know what I mean? There's no reason for him to have to disclose that. Now, if people want to say, well, I don't think he's really doing that, okay, fine, you're entitled to that opinion. But on the flip side of that, he doesn't have to tell you where he's investing his money or if he's starting up a business somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't owe anybody that. You know what I mean? That's his own personal business. And there could be a good reason why he's not publicly disclosing that information. Let's say Louis started his own business somewhere and opened up a shop. He might not want people from online knowing where his business is.
Well, okay. So So we go back to the Keemstar DramaAlert, and people are saying, like, talk about the DramaAlert he did today. If it's short, I guess we can play it, but
play it at 4 times speed.
Oh my god, dude! It'd be Keemstar.
And
It'd be
just,
Keemstar on Super Coke.
Real
No,
quick, before you go on, let me just say this real quick.
I wanted to highlight one thing though, right? It's the accusations being levied towards this Louis guy versus the shit MINILADD did versus the stuff they're trying to accuse Delirious of, I guess, being guilty of, right? The stuff with Louis is basically saying, like, he treats women badly, right? He's not a good boyfriend. And I go, okay, sure, he's a dick. What does that have? Like, you're going to accuse a guy who's just a bad boyfriend, who apparently is the guy that got cheated on too. So what? I just what?
There's a lot of
He's a
bitches out
player.
there.
He's a player.
Yeah, I get. There's a big difference between saying, like, this guy has admitted to being a pedophile versus this guy admits to being a dick to women. Like, it's a big fucking gap, is my point. Right?
Is he a dick to men too? Is he just like equally a dick to everyone?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, yeah,
maybe.
from what it seems like, I mean, Louis just he's kind of got that dick personality, but he's like unapologetic about it. He's just kind of like, yeah, this is me. I don't give a fuck. He's the kind of guy who just doesn't give a fuck. Because if you see like how he responds to people, like, because he'll respond to people on Twitter, like he'll make videos where he fucking roasts people, where he'd be like, look at these fucking peasants thinking that they could ask me to disclose what the fuck I'm doing in my personal life. Like, fuck y'all. You know what I mean? That's just how he is. He's a fucking, he's a dick. You know what I mean? But he owns it. He owns the fact that
But women think they can change men. They're like, oh, he's a dick, but I can change him.
Oh,
And,
God.
yeah, I guess, but here again, it all comes back around. It's just like, but does that equate to any kind of wrongdoing? And just to go back to something I said earlier, people would probably be like, well, why wouldn't Louis want people to know if he's, opening up businesses or doing stuff like that? Well, because I'm pretty sure he's made plenty of enemies.
Probably.
Well, okay, so we know, like, I'm the Louis thing seems like such a massive distraction, but I think it's relevant just to point out like what he's being accused of is just being a dick. He's literally being accused of being a dick to women and saying mean things to them. And apparently one of the women who started this whole shit is his ex who cheated on him. And I go like, yeah, I can see why he said nasty, mean things to you, right? That makes sense. You cheated on him, right? I don't think like it's just such a stupid thing. But like you got to take Louis out of this entirely. And the only other person from the Vanoss crew in Keemstar's video is MINILADD, a guy who got booted from the crew. So he's clearly got an axe to grind, who 2 years after he got booted from that crew started trying to hook up with a minor, right? Like, well, I'm sorry, but like this, I you know what I mean though, but like this guy's
that's
not
when the allegations against him surfaced, more or less. So about almost 2 years after he was already after that whole relationship was dissolved.
Yeah. So I mean, look, if the only person from Vanoss that you want to say is being seriously, incredibly accused of something, it's MINILADD, and he wasn't a part of the crew at the time. And like it was about 2 years when the accusations came out against him. But apparently, like my understanding of the time frame, he was talking to that girl after he left the crew. Like that's it. There you go. You're done. You're fucking done. So now you try to bring up this guy, this Delirious guy, who is literally a fucking victim. I think you can't look at what Keemstar did by uploading on his channel, and the way he phrases things is anything other than just being malicious. Like it's just completely malicious from him. We go into Ohm. Ohm seems like a drama bitch who's desperate and thirsty for attention, and unfortunately, I mean, Keemstar's willing to give it to him. And, yeah,
let's put it into perspective here, right? Let's look at. I think the best way to look at everything is look at Ohm's track record, right? When you look at the fact that he was a part of Markiplier's crew first, right?
Yeah,
part of that gaming crew. They had a falling out. Okay, doesn't matter the specifics. Let's just look at that just on itself. There was a falling out there. There's a reason why there was issues there. When you look at now with the Vanoss crew, right? Falling out there too.
Yeah.
But aside from that, let's look at all the other shit too. All the public shit that Ohm has gotten himself into with people because he just wants to be a fucking pearl clutcher and a virtue signaler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of just addressing stuff with people directly or being more of a man of it, it's always about trying to put himself out there as the fucking victim, whereas the only person that cares in the situation. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm oh, this is wrong, that this, that, or the other happening. And look, for all we know, there probably is some wrong stuff that has happened that maybe he has witnessed. The issue here, though, is that he can't prove any of it outside of just reiterating a story that has been confirmed, right? But he can't prove beyond a shadow of a doubt, like, that these guys are as bad, right, as he says they are. Now, MINILADD, he didn't even know, by his own admission. He didn't know anything about fucking MINILADD. You know what I mean? That was a surprise to him after the fact. The Delirious story is the only thing that's actually been confirmed, and that's only because it was something that was going around since even back in 2013. The Louis stuff, he tries to make it seem like it's worse than what it is. It's not. MINILADD is the only really bad situation, and that's the one situation that he knew absolutely fuck all about. He had no idea about that one.
Yeah. No, like it's pretty clear. Like people keep mentioning TJV's stream. I have not seen it. Just to be clear with everybody, I haven't seen it. It's been mentioned before. If it's 7 hours long, and there's no way in hell I can get through that without timestamps. No disrespect to anybody mentioning it. I'll try to watch it, and maybe we can talk about it on Wednesday. But there's no way I can get through that tonight.
Just to address something that
probably won't get
chat said. Mutek said that Mutek said in chat. We actually did address that. Bryce, we know about the Bryce stuff.
Yeah,
Bryce is a gaming buddy of Ohm's that apparently got into shape, and instead of being a supportive friend and congratulating Bryce over getting into shape, Ohm took it upon himself to throw shade at Bryce without tagging him directly about, oh, you shouldn't worry about getting a six-pack. You should just have people accept you the way you are. And it's just like, dude, the guy's trying to make improvements in his life. Why don't you be a supportive friend and be like, dude, that's awesome. I'm glad you're feeling better about yourself. You know what I mean? Instead, he took the moment to turn it into a fucking virtue signal.
Well,
Louis
okay,
is,
body
Louis turned this
positivity.
girl a new asshole, by the way.
I know. I just saw the recent one. I'll show it on screen. It's just fucking great. Like, again, just to be clear, Louis could be a complete fucking asshole, but unless you're going to show me him beating women, trying to attack women, fucking sexually assaulting someone, or doing inappropriate things with children, I don't give a shit. He can be an asshole. Assholes exist. Everybody has one.
Yeah.
I just
You don't have to
make
be
it as
there.
clear as I
Something to
can.
mention, because I saw somebody in the chat saying
Yeah.
that MINILADD will never come back. What if I told y'all that MINILADD not only
MINILADD's gonna try to come back.
Hold on.
He is.
For
Yeah.
people that don't know, and y'all should watch Internet AJ's video. Not only is MINILADD planning to come back, what if I told y'all MINILADD is not even in fucking Ireland anymore? He moved back to the States and he's currently living in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah. You probably
Why is he doing that?
Don't send any
Because-
hate, guys. Don't send
Look,
any hate.
guys, listen.
Nah, send them hate. because
Listen,
it's a pedo,
listen,
and I hate
guys,
him.
hold on.
Tell him Steve said it.
Remember when EDP got outed, right? And we're all like, oh, and people are like, he's done. And like literally like the next week, EDP went onto Facebook to announce he's making a website
He's on
so he can
Vimeo
come
now.
back. He's on fucking Vimeo now. Yes. Like these people, they survive off of their channels, right?
Mhm.
MINILADD is a YouTuber. MINILADD wants to come back to YouTube. He's going to try to come back. But like with anybody else, like EDP fucked up. He didn't wait for somebody else to get busted so
It's
that he
just-
could slip in the background. MINILADD is
convenient. It's very oddly convenient that he's gonna help Keem out and be like, yeah, all that crazy shit about pedophilia shit is true. I'm helping you, like fucking don't pay attention to me over here. Go throw some heat on them, on Vanoss, who I don't like anyway.
Yeah.
What if MINILADD is planning to do a collab channel with EDP?
Oh my god, dude. First
That'd be
off, I
interesting.
thought you were being serious for a second. Also, that'd be
I thought you were gonna
hilarious.
say with Ohm, but
No,
whatever.
did you hear
no. But hear me out. I think MINILADD is going to come back, right? Because he is already trying to come back, and it's going to be a whole thing about how this isn't him, how he was influenced by his bad experiences with the Vanoss crew, and how he's at least taken responsibility, but those individuals haven't, and they are the ones who need to be condemned and called out, not him. He is changing, and he's a better man.
They should have a podcast called The Pedophiles. I think Taylor came up with that actually, but I think it's
Fucking great.
Did you see Wes Most was tweeting that EDP was supposed to have an interview with Chris Hansen? And
I saw that.
what? What the
backed
fuck
out
are
of it
they?
or some
Don't do
shit.
it, EDP. What are you doing? Just go to jail.
Yeah,
what
what's
the
he
fuck are you
thinking?
doing? Just walk into jail. Fuck off.
Just yeah, right.
Fuck you wasting everyone's
Oh my
time
gosh.
for?
He's going around the board a couple of times before going to jail.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So let's read through this tweet. I'm going to prepare something for you guys. I'm going to do my best to do it in the meantime, though. You're not done with this. You're liking any and all tweets that are against me. After lying about being involved, you hated Cyan for what she did, and you changed your story because I didn't want to give you a chance. Would you like a reminder of those conversations over Xbox? Like, dude, he has not stopped. Like, he's into this girl. But like, this girl, like, Louis does live in California, right?
From my
California.
understanding, Louis lives in California.
Well, California requires both parties' consent to any recording. So when this dumb bitch goes onto Twitter and tells Louis, somebody else was in the call, but I am not going to tell you who that person is because I won't out them like you outed me.
Oh,
Bitch,
wait, my bad.
you
He doesn't.
did-
I believe he lives in Louis. I think he lives in Louisiana now, but I think he did live
Well, I
in
guess it would be-
California at some
I
point.
guess it would depend on when that was recorded.
I guess it would depend on
Yeah.
when this was recorded. So just a
But
correction there.
he's saying the recording was illegal, so I would imagine he understands what he means when he's
I mean,
talking about that.
if Louisiana is a two-party, if he was, let's say if he was in Louisiana at the time that it took place, if Louisiana is a two-party consent state, then he would still be right.
Wait, isn't no? Hold on.
What if it
It's
happened in like
illegal
a
to
public
intercept or
Call of
record
Duty
worldwide
server?
unless at least one party has consented. So Louisiana is a one-party consent state, so it would have had to been a recording that took place when he was in California. It would have had to been. But I would say that the way he is dogging on this girl here, it was probably recorded when he was in California. I don't know how recently Louisiana is, so let's put a pin in that one for now, right? John? Did he?
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, I thought we'd be in agreement. They're like, no, he disappeared. I just think Louis is only defending himself right now, but maybe he's defending others in a way. I think Louis defending himself and pointing out the issues with what he's being accused with, even if everything that he's being accused of is true, right? It still doesn't condemn or address anything going on with Delirious, right? It doesn't. However, I think it is important to point out that when you're trying to equate that Google Doc about him being mean to women to MINILADD, a guy who's literally admitted to being a pedophile, like I just like I don't know what you want me to say, right? I don't know what you want me to say at that point. It's not like it's these two are not similar at all.
No, they're not even close. None of it. None of these. Like these are situations that are far removed from MINILADD's situation.
Well, I mean, everything is so far removed from MINILADD's situation, which is why I like. And the guy hates these other people. So I like. There's so many bad people in this shit. But going back to Keemstar, when Keemstar says, "Yeah, I sourced MINILADD because MINILADD was telling the truth then, he's telling the truth now," like. No, MINILADD is someone who's got a clear axe to grind and has a severe issue with his credibility. Using him as a source to verify anything is brain damage. The fact that Keemstar was doing that is brain damage. The fact that Keemstar thought defending himself doing that was a smart idea is just a wheel be a brain damage. What is this? Were you trying to link me in the private chat, Aura?
Oh, somebody sent this to me. It's that girl Cyan. I think that's her name anyway. I think she's the one talking to Lou. What happened?
Yes, Cyan is the one that initially made the doc that came out with the accusations against Louis, I think last year, a couple of years ago, I think at this point.
So I think somebody's like her admitting that she's not underage. So basically she says you were literally in your mid-30s talking to kids fresh out of high school, which I believe that is what they're trying to say would implicate that she's not underage. She's graduated high school.
See, that's the thing. She doesn't even say it in her Google Doc. She said that she was 18 at the time. And the thing is, listen, you were legally an adult, even if that's true, right?
Yeah.
You're not saying that you were a minor. You were saying you were legally an adult. So you could try to say that shit.
Yeah.
You could get to Crow, stop, Crow. Stop.
I mean, come on!
Stop,
come on! Oh my god! So they're like, dude, no! Look at this shit.
Dude,
you were literally in your mid-30s talking to kids fresh out of high school. You mean legal adults? You mean legal fucking adults? What the? Where am I? No, you know what? No. Where the fuck am I? We had a good thing for like a couple of years. Sure, there were some problems, but it was kind of going okay. Markets were great. I was making good money. I was making great money. YouTube was like popping off for people. And now we're in this fucking world where people are trying to cancel other people for dating girls that are 18 years old. Where did I go?
Come back, Crow.
Where did I fucking go?
Pause. Hold on. I want to know something. John, did they fuck?
How did I get in this timeline, though?
Did they fuck?
How did I get in this fucking timeline, man?
Shut up, bro. Did they fuck? I need to know.
Hold on. I will ask you. They dated, apparently. This girl dated Louis. But again, here's the thing. Look, you could have your opinion about the age difference.
God, did they fuck or not?
They dated. I don't know. I would assume. Okay. I would assume they did.
She would have said. She would have said they fucked. It would have been more damning.
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. I know that they dated. That's it. You know what I mean? But the thing is, this whole shit of trying to pull this whole shit, painting it like, oh well, Louis this predator that preys on. Look, you could have your opinion about the age difference, but she wasn't a fucking child. You know what I mean?
That's fine. because we shot on Ethan Ralph for doing that. If what she says is true, that he was in his mid-30s. So that's all I wanted to point
By
out.
her own admission, though, that's the thing, though. By her own admission, she dated Louis when she was 18.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She doesn't say, hey, I met Louis when I was 17, and then we started dating at 18.
By the way, we said that shit
in
is
her
very
own
common,
tweet longer.
actually.
I'm going to quote her right here. This is in her own tweet longer. I just want to state I was 18 years old and he was 30 something.
Jesus.
Okay. She says, I was young, fresh out of high school, just started college. So those are her words. She doesn't say, hey, I met him at 17. Okay. I met him at 17 and then we started dating at 18. No. Her own words.
Oh, this shit is this
It all
prohibited?
popped off at 18.
What happened to this? Oh, there it is.
Okay. That's from her own twit longer, but she's trying to make it seem like Louis robbed the cradle, you know?
Mhm.
You know, and
I don't
again,
know any of these people.
Yeah, thank
I knew
you.
Markiplier.
look, they're long-standing. The Vanoss crew, they've been part of the gaming community. You know, they really kind of, everything started in 2011. And over the years, you know, they amassed a big following because they all teamed up together and put out videos together. And, you know, there has been a change in the creators that have been a part of that group over the years.
There you go. I didn't tag anybody. There you go. That's the Louis accusation. There you go. Is that good for everybody?
No.
The Louis accusations are legal adults complaining they hooked up with a 30-year-old.
You should have tagged Louis.
To
Tag Louis.
You want me to? I'll fucking tag him right now. At
Yeah,
Louis
he was proud that he
Caliber.
didn't tag people.
At Louis Caliber.
Yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
L. Yeah, that's it.
There you go. Summed up. There you go.
There you go.
Hey,
Very
Keemstar.
good.
There you go. Sum this shit up.
There you go.
It up.
There you go.
There you are. I tagged him. I tagged Louis. There you go. This shit's so stupid. Like the Louis thing is such a major distraction, other than the fact that they're literally trying to use Louis as like some sort of guilt by association on Delirious. Like it's nuts, right? Like this shit's nuts.
Well, it's the same
This
thing.
this is oh my god.
That's why they put MINILADD, right, and they put the Louis situation, which again is nowhere near comparable, and not like to set it up, right? It's just like, oh, this is bad and this is bad, and it's just like, oh, and now Delirious, and it's just like, who is it going to be next? Like I said earlier, and the thing is, look, they're not comparable situations at all. And two of the guys weren't even part of the crew when these things came up against them. And truthfully, look, to me, the Louis stuff is a complete line. Sorry, it's like I don't care. You know what I mean? Like I said, the only thing that I think is it would probably really screw Louis is just the recording of him saying like, oh, you know, once they send me the nudes, I can do whatever I want with them. That's where he might find himself in some kind of legal hot water, right?
Just a little bit, maybe.
But outside of that, it's just kind of like, you know, and it's wrong. Obviously, morally, it's wrong. It's not just legally. It's fucked up to do something like that. But outside of that, what's the argument against him? Again, oh, he's a dick. Okay, well, who cares?
Okay, all right. Let me get this thought out there and make sure it's accurate, right? So you've got Keemstar, right? Okay, who wants to cancel a guy who's literally had revenge porn of him. Like you got Keemstar going after a guy who's the literal victim of an actual crime, right? And he's trying to use the situation of a 30-year-old who is kind of a dick to 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds to like sort of imply that there is some sort of bigger nefarious thing going on with this group, and sourcing an actual pedophile who has an axe to grind against that group. Like,
I mean, he's an investigative journalist. He's got to talk to
It's not just that.
All the
It's
different people.
yeah, it's
I mean,
it's Ohm too who has an axe to grind with that group because again, look, they obviously had a falling out too, due to Ohm pulling the shit that allegedly got him into trouble with the previous gaming group he was a part of. You know, and then the constant going on to online to start fucking unnecessary drama because he wants to be this fucking pearl clutching, virtue signaling bitch. That's really what it boils down to. Ohm has nobody to blame but himself from those guys distancing themselves from him. You know, look, let me link Terrorizer's video where he tells his side of why Ohm was pretty much ousted from their group. Why they're just like, no, we're fucking done with this guy.
Actually, I've got. Yeah, you gave me the video. Here, I'll share it. Give me a second. I was gonna play this earlier, but then we jumped into this shit. Here we go. Why Ohmwrecker doesn't play with the Vanoss crew anymore.
So fed up and tired of seeing all these fucking drama channels doing stories and giving the wrong information in the story.
That's us.
One thing.
Verily.
Here, oh man, I hate fucking talking about this because I don't want people thinking I'm trying to resurface drama. Really would like some of these channels that go around talking about the story of the drama with myself and Craig. The Ferrari joke thing, the joke that I was saying.
Chris Gonzalez,
one sec, I'm pausing
$10.
this because this
Enter
is
the
this
level
is
by
important.
backflipping into the level.
This is important. That joke about the Ferrari, and if you want to, if there's certain channels that you see that make these drama videos, feel free to tweet this clip at them. The joke about the Ferrari had nothing to do with the car crash. That is the most disgusting thing that I have people spreading around saying Terrorizer made a joke about a car crash he was involved. 2 people almost died in that situation. You think I would make jokes about something that almost cost 2 people's lives?
I mean,
Hop on.
I would.
If you're gonna do news channels and stuff along those lines, do your research. Spread no, don't. It's all fake news. Don't fucking think that's what it's about and then say that's what it's about. Do your research. Make sure that's correct because that is not true. That hurts me that you're going around telling people that I made a joke about a car crash that almost cost the lives of 2 people. Cop the fuck on. If you're going to do research and you're going to do these type of videos, make sure that the information you're passing on to hundreds and thousands of people are accurate. It's not true. And I'd appreciate if some people actually refuted some of the, well, not take the video down, but like if you address it and make sure you've got that crystal clear wrong. Where that
As long as
joke
my name gets out there more.
It was in a recording session with Wildcat and Marcel and someone else. We were playing Fortnite. It was on Loot Lake. I can't remember the video exactly, but Tyler was doing an impression of when MINILADD did like his football stadium. He was on the BBC, Northern Ireland BBC. They did a news report, and it was an impression of the news correspondent, the reporter on the thing, and he was like, "Oh, hello," and here he arrives in his Ferrari, and then Tyler kept doing that impression. It was that's what he kept doing, was mimicking the BBC reporter, and then I joined in on that. When Tyler kept doing it that night, he kept saying, "Here we are," blah, 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 doing that voice. And that was the voice I jumped in with Tyler doing. That's it. It had nothing to do with the car crash. It was that's probably the one thing that I've kept bottled in. I try not to talk about it. But I've come to the point where all this shit is happening that I'm just like it's so hard to keep it's so hard for me to keep my mouth shut. I'm a human being at the end of the day. And when I hear these fucking lies being spread around, misinformation, it's fucking hard, lads. Gonna be honest with you.
So hard. Someone said I made a joke that I didn't make. Who is this?
That's
Ohm?
one thing that's really
no. This is Terrorizer.
Yeah.
So look,
he's explaining why Ohm is not with that group anymore.
Look, because Ohm is a fucking pearl clutcher. That's what it boils down to. Ohm looks at all the stuff that they did in the past, or you know, whether he was there or not, right? And all of a sudden, then that kind of stuff started to become problematic to him as well, right? It wasn't just the, you know, the salacious stuff, right? And I think he explains it earlier. I think you started the video kind of midway through. He kind of explains a little bit of that beforehand too. And then, like I said, instead of addressing this stuff with them, he was going on social media and he was fucking virtue signaling about it instead of handling shit with these guys. He was starting drama over it, and to the point where they finally got sick of it and they were just like, peace, fuck out, you know. So, and then Ohm makes it seem that it was because of just solely based, it's just, you know, the sexual impropriety and blah blah blah. But it was always, there was always something.
Ohm's a fucking drama hungry bitch. There you go. Fucking needs all he does, he starts drama every year. There's threads upon threads that he never deleted. I mean, he's deleting the shit that he fucked up now, like that email. You know what I mean? Like, but like other than that, like all his stupid beefs are still public. They're all petty. They're all fucking stupid. He burns relationships. I don't think he really appreciates them, to be honest.
Yes, it's all really stupid shit.
Well, I mean,
earlier in the video,
what's the term for that? Social climber, right?
Social climber.
It's literally just a social climber.
Grifter.
Right? Well, I mean, I would say social climber is probably the best way. Like you could say grifter and everything.
Wait, but he actually likes video games, so probably.
Yeah. Like that's the thing, though. But he wants to grow, and his way of growing is by literally climbing up other people and dragging them down. Right.
Well, look, what this person, there's a person in chat. What they're saying is also kind of true too. What Hassan is saying. Also, Ohm was confronted by Wildcat and Louis, who wanted to talk to him. Again, Ohm backed away and left the stream when it started, and people kept trying to get him to let them talk. That's true too. There was, and there's proof of that. There's proof out there where Wildcat is basically trying to be like, "Hey, listen, let's get on a call. Let's talk." I guess an attempt to hash it out. Now, Ohm is spinning that as, "Oh, they were trying to shut me up. They were trying to keep me quiet." And it's just like, I mean, maybe. I mean, it's certainly within the realm of possibility that maybe that's what they were trying to do, that they were trying to bait him into a call to do that. But if you look at the messages, they seem pretty innocuous to me. It seems like they just want to talk to him.
So not to jump between points, because I want to get into the video that you just linked me because you timestamped it, Aura. This is from TJ. Okay, so we do have that. I'll play it in just a second.
I was gonna say you should probably make a video or do the next stream on it because it's long. I was listening to some of it.
Well, let's talk about the Louis thing, right? Because I want to keep going into that. And, you know, we still got guys. I want to say thank you because we've had like consistently over 500 viewers now for, I want to say like half an hour or so. I haven't been doing it as much, but please do us a favor. If you've been watching pretty consistently here, please like the stream, share it if you can. Let's talk.
Subscribe. Hit the bell notification.
We're shadow banned. Please help. Please help. No, it's fine.
Dude, everybody's shadow banned at this point.
Yeah, but us too.
Summer.
That's what you got to do.
COVID's lifting up. People might just be outside more and not watching.
No, it's the shadow ban, Steve. It
has to be the shadow ban, right?
It definitely is the shadow ban.
I think it might be for me, but like,
no, dude, it's true
for everyone.
Yeah.
How can everyone be shadow banned?
Because we suck. Anyway, do whatever you're doing.
That's what I mean. We just suck. I don't know.
Oh my God, Steve.
So let's keep going because I guess Crow is having technical difficulties.
Oh shit! Is that what happened?
Yeah, he's frozen. He's been frozen in that pose.
We've been shadow banned. What do I fucking tell you? You see what happens?
So, look.
Let's talk about how piece of shit Ohm is.
Oh dude, I'm taking a picture of that.
No.
Get it.
We have no control either. Fuck.
Look.
We don't need a control. This is nice and
look at it again. That's the thing. Like people are talking about it in the chat right now, and this is what I'm talking about. There's a track record with Ohm. This is not Ohm's first time doing this whole fucking pro clutching, routine where he's the good guy, he's the hero in the situation, and he's just trying to stand up against these villains.
Did you see in the fucking thread that people are like, somebody made the perfect tweet? It's like Ohm and his career, and it's somebody just shooting somebody else while they're down.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, and that's perfect. The thing. Look, I hate to use this. This is kind of a cliche thing to say, but with Ohm, we really do see a pattern of behavior with him. Okay, look at fucking Markiplier. Look, whether you love or hate Markiplier, look, that guy. He seems like as harmless as a fucking teddy bear, man. You talk about the guy who fucking cries on stream and stuff. You know what I mean? That breaks down in tears and stuff. The dude is fucking soft. All right. Does that mean that he's not capable?
Currently in the process of trying to reconnect right now.
Look,
Yeah.
does that mean that he's incapable of doing something potentially illegal or immoral? No, not at all. But here's the thing. Again, we have with Markiplier the same kind of situation where he's accused of something, right? You know, and the crazy thing is that Ohm then tried to throw Jacksepticeye under the bus for it. And maybe it's true. Maybe Jacksepticeye was the one that was perpetuating that rumor behind the scenes, for all we know, right? Maybe that is 100% true. But look, it wasn't enough to fucking convince Jacksepticeye, because I guess once he met Markiplier, he's like, oh shit, I don't believe any of this shit.
The reason we broke up in the first place was because she got caught talking to and meeting up with other guys. I don't know who that is. Po Bader? I don't know. I understand you want to stand up for her, but you should wait to see everything first. I'll handle things accordingly. Their accusations aren't hers. Yeah, it's Louis Kelly Bray. He's going on still.
Yeah, guys, I'm just resetting the laptop.
Yeah, it's fine. Did TJ's video just knock your shit right out?
Yeah, it fucking did. Give me a second and I'll be able to share everything on here.
Bro, you're a grown man in your 30s and she was a teenager. Are you sure you want to be proudly tweeting this shit?
It doesn't fucking see, and none of that. The thing is,
I get what you're about to say, right? It doesn't fucking matter. We've seen fucking kids go out there and like look at the situation with the fucking Sanichu idiot, the Christian guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a fucking 13-year-old that set that idiot up, right? It's literally a fucking
Sonichu.
Yeah.
Sonichu. It was a kid that fucking got that guy, right? It was a literal
That
fucking
was
kid.
one based kid, man.
That's an evil fucking kid. What are you talking about, Steve?
But what do you call it? The infantilization of these fucking 19 and 18-year-olds, where they fucking turn around and go like, I get you're a legal adult, but mentally you're too immature. So it's okay for you to act like a fucking retard online. And like, no, like it's not okay. What this girl did was not okay. Right? What this girl is doing to this guy is not fucking okay.
I didn't go after her like she claims. Even her story of how we met was wrong. Crazy how she can tell a story from her side when she wasn't there.
And that's what I'm saying. There's always another side to these stories. And the thing is, look, Louis, it's pretty obvious that Louis is saying something now because Ohm fucking went out there on DramaAlert, because it seemed like he didn't care to really address any of this stuff before. And I know that's probably going to be something that has people like, oh, well, why didn't you address any of this sooner? Well, I mean, sometimes it takes shit like this, you know, to light the fire under somebody to be like, you know what? I'm done with this rumor bullshit.
Adios, jokes. Have a good night.
Good night.
Speaking of, are we going to cover anything else?
Yeah, give me a second here, okay?
Okay.
Oh, didn't you guys like have stuff on Ohm, like Ohm having his own sus fucking conversations with women?
Can't find it yet. Can't find it yet. Looking.
Yeah, because apparently there's rumor has it,
hold
right, that he's not so squeaky clean either.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm switching back over to my computer. Give me a second.
I mean, since we, you know, since it's okay for them to use, you know, stuff, you know, that they could spin a narrative
Yeah,
to,
it's
right?
pretty late. It's like going on 2 a.m. We've been past 3 hours.
Okay,
I
all right.
like it.
There we
It's just
go.
like
Steve.
the olden days.
The good old days.
Love you, Steve.
Go back to the.
Love you too, John. You're a treasure.
All right, send me the video to the private chat.
Hmm.
All right, thank you. All right, we're back up. I had to use my phone as a hotspot because my home internet is resetting. So that's always nice and fun.
There you are.
Okay, so back to the Louis thing real quick, because I was pulling that up right before the internet crashed out, which is just awesome.
Mine was doing last night. It's fucking annoying.
Okay, here we go. Let me share this. Yeah, I'll just use the phone for now. It's probably easier until my internet's back up and running. So
just don't leave it on and forget about it. You'll run out of data.
you got it. You got it. The reason why it broke up in the first place was because she got caught with talking to and meeting up with other guys. I understand you want to stand up for her, but you should wait to see everything first. I'll handle things accordingly. Their accusations aren't hers. So that was about that Eugene guy basically calling him out.
That's the girl's new boyfriend. That's the girl.
Oh God, no! Seriously?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Oh my fucking God. So, like, because that's what I was saying. Like when he talks about like there's literal audio, video, image evidence.
That's a lie. That's a fucking lie.
There's not. No, there's definitely not. However,
there's out of context tweets. There's out of context tweets, and there's a picture. There is a nude picture of Louis. But here's the thing. Here's the kicker to it. It's a nude picture, allegedly, of Louis, right? Of somebody holding a phone, right, with that nude picture. So it's a picture that somebody took of somebody holding a phone with a nude picture of Louis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that's got nothing, like, again, the only thing there's proof of is him being verbally abusive to multiple women. But we know the guy's a dick to women, and one of the women involved, the one that there's the most shit of him being verbally abusive to, is the one that cheated on him. This Eugene Park's new girl, Eugene Park, this guy's new girlfriend, Cyan, right? Like, it's just so dumb. It's just so fucking dumb. Now there was this, right? I guess images of them, of the girl, the new girlfriend for this Eugene Park guy. I don't know what this video is though.
Just play it, and I might know you.
Hey, bitch! Why the fuck are you taking a screenshot of myself and fucking Cyan? What is your problem, nigga? What is your fucking problem? Fuck you. Hey, Daddy.
Sounds like Sam.
This guy took a screenshot of the girl and me were hanging out today. He took a screenshot of this girl and I were hanging out today so she can do it, so she can show it to her man. And I'm saying this nigga right now, fuck you. Cause you little bitch. Oh. Hey, fuck that. You took a fucking screenshot of me and her and you go, fuck you.
Okay.
Sounds like Sen. That sounds like Sen.
I assume that's the guy that she was cheating on Louis with.
Yeah. So at saying you begged for me to see you when I was in Los Angeles after this had happened. I didn't want to see you. I had gotten me a cake and cake pops and wanted me to have sex with you while you were on your period. You must have forgotten. It's a good thing they were saved. So he saved the shit with this girl, right?
Fuck. I have a feeling he's going to be going full fucking scorched earth.
I do too. I don't think he cares. I don't think he fucking cares.
That's fine.
Right? Because
well, I mean, he did before. I mean, he's that's kind of his persona, at least that I've seen with Louis. That's always kind of been his persona. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like what? But I mean, like I don't think he cares now because as much as it might hurt to bring this drama back up and shit, right? This girl's made a Google Doc. You got Keemstar on DramaAlert calling this shit serious accusations. I'm like, the only thing that's been shown to me is, like you said, John, out of context tweets and messages and shit, and him being mean to her. And I'm like, yeah, the girl cheated on him. Like, why would he be nice? Like, I just don't get that mentality. I fucking don't. But you know, if Louis tweets anything else out, we'll go back into it. Let's go into this stream from TJV or JTV. I'm probably mixing up the letters there. TJV.
Just the bare minimum comments of what you said to terrorize your stream. Why do you think they were doing that? Whatever reasoning they had, I have no idea. And it's not up to me at all. It's not up to me whether or not he asked politely. And if I said no to Wildcat, Terrorize, or whoever, they couldn't have done anything about it. Obviously, if they were trying to rekindle things with you and it didn't work out, it didn't work out. But that doesn't explain all the out-of-context tweets that you've thrown up there that are completely out of context. And it doesn't explain why you're blocking someone and jumping on this person because you think that this person is bringing this up and that they're too desperate to protect abusers and predators, which I don't get. Who's the abuser and who's the predator here? Who are you referring to when you say this? I don't even remember you talking about any abusers at all during the drama alert. This was never brought up at all. But send me a DM. I think that person made those screenshots. You think they made the screenshot? Okay, so what? Tell me, what's the difference? If you think this person made these screenshots, if other people are thinking that you are false and that you're bringing these out of context, if you have the right to think that these people are doing it, why don't others have the right to think that you're doing stuff? Second,
what's up, John?
No, I'm just saying, he's it's good. It's a great point.
Good point.
It's a great point. Now continue.
He claimed that these weren't his screenshots. We have to take things at face value. If we're going to believe everyone's a liar, what's the point at tweeting each other? So we have to believe there is some truth in this tweet, just like how I have to believe there is some truth in your tweet, Ohm. So, since there is some truth in your tweets, which there might be and might not be, there might be some truth here. He probably just grabbed these screenshots, thought that they maybe could be real, and tweeted them at me. That's all that he did.
Yep.
That's all it is. And I'm sure that you're really upset and red in the face about it. And I don't get it. This is why people online are calling you a baby and that you're crying all the time and you get easily offended and all this is for revenge. It seems like you have absolutely no self-control when all this
Oh my
pops up.
god.
Not red in the face.
Damn.
Okay. Are you upset by these? Are you not upset by these? This would be a lot easier if I could get you on a call. You could explain. You could talk about all of it.
Is he gonna do that?
No, yeah, he is. He's gonna. He's
And
gonna.
why
do
am
the
I?
call, yeah.
Why go to Prismate Luke about all this right now?
Oh no!
Hold on.
Fucking kidding me? Are you
Sen,
Oh,
any comment?
no.
No comment.
Sen? Yeah, we need Sen.
Hold on.
Sen,
Someone might want to
come
get in
on.
on this, but let me.
He
I
needs
should
to be
mention
in on
this.
this.
This is something I should mention to anybody in the chat. Prismate Luke made a video about it, addressing the Louis stuff, right? And I think some of the other guys too. But his video is a pretty. It's not a good video in my opinion. If
Prismate
anybody
Luke
wants
dropped
to
the
see,
soap. He dropped the
if-
soap.
Why did you mute me again?
if anybody, well,
We
because
did
you could
it.
take a dump on
We've
Prismate
been trying to get you to
But
But
talk.
that's besides the fact. Look, if anybody wants to see a fair, what I think to be a fair and pretty unbiased video that a guy comes to a reasonable conclusion to based on just logic, then watch Sunny V2's videos on the Vanoss crew, on Louis, on MINILADD, on all that stuff, because that guy actually, he actually makes a good argument for both sides of the argument. And he uses logic to get to his final conclusion of these situations.
Sen, what did you think about that?
Sen.
You think Prismate Luke is
Prismate
gonna
Luke.
Sen
Prismate Luke was given early access to the fucking Google Doc by that bitch on Louis.
Somehow I'm not surprised because this is Luke we're talking about.
I know.
Oh, here it is.
No.
1 week ago. Here you go.
I'm like, dude.
Wow.
What did you
really?
find, Sen? Share your screen. I want to see.
Prismate Luke fucking made this video like a week ago. Louis Calibre is still a creep.
What? And none of us
Yeah.
noticed?
None of us fucking. Because
I'm
his
not
channel's
supposed to
been
that,
dead.
Like,
His channel's been fucking dead on like.
no, he gained more. I think he might have gained more subs off.
I don't.
this.
Did
He
he?
did. Yeah, I think he did. He
Oh
would've.
my god.
It's got
Oh my-
1,800 likes and 78 dislikes. So
Yep. No.
Is he still
look at
eating
that.
glue?
my god.
Sen,
Or
put
is
him
it
back into
upgraded to
place. Put
something-
him back in his
something
place,
better?
Sen. Do it. He dropped the
Rat
soap
poison.
once. Make him drop it again.
God.
I
I
might
feel-
have to.
I mean, I'm gonna join you on that one.
Channel The Last of Us 2, Sen.
Show The Last of Us 2. No, make him drop the soap again. I'll make you a
I-
special
Video
thumbnail,
that's
Sen.
gotten
Aura.
like the best
I
reception.
bet you tomorrow I could upload 3 videos all about Ohm. All about fucking Ohm. Just
Why are
like
you telling me that? That sounds like something you do. Like, fucking, what do you-
I feel like I could. I
I don't
feel like I
understand
could.
the bet.
No. I bet you I can make 3 unique videos all about this situation. Just ripping into this.
What is
Oh,
it?
no, idiot.
Is it Ohm's a F slur? Ohm's fat. Ohm's a loser, and then part fucking 3.5. Ohm's a
Is Ohm
loser.
fat?
Oh no, Prismate Luke is involved. Oh
Yeah.
my god, this can't get any worse. For I
Steve,
feel
I'll
like
give you a crash course on everything.
It's a 12-minute video, so it shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah,
No.
dude, I literally named our stream "Oh my God" already. Like fuck, it's on our thumbnail.
Crew in general, I never made a response to MINILADD's awful final video because I knew he was never going to give a meaningful response.
Oh my god. This is already fucking terrible.
No, don't. Save it. We, you know what? We'll both have videos on Prismate Luke up tomorrow. We'll both do videos about it. I want to see Sen's take, and I want to see if it compares to my take. I just want to.
let Sen have Luke.
Okay, fine. Sen,
you handle Ohm.
Sen, have that video up tomorrow, though, please.
Steve, do you want to invite Ohm for the live stream?
What do you think he?
Just like narrator, he reminds me of narrator.
I've got narrator to go on.
And you're Canadian, Steve.
I have a special guest already lined up for this weekend coming up.
Get on.
Maybe
Get
I'll do
on
2
there,
streams.
bro. Get on there.
Get on, dude. Get on. See if you can get him. If not, then whatever.
So Sen could pull what he pulled on narrator on him, put him in his place.
Yeah. Good times.
I think we actually kind of helped him inadvertently.
Narrator?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna hop on this. He's gonna hop on this.
Well, let's hear it because people were saying that he was on with JTV.
TJV 9588. TJV #9588.
Dude, he's on with him for like well over an hour.
We should have sent JTV a messenger, but he's probably done for the night because he apparently was streaming for a couple hours. So
that was going on. Backlash, from Brian, which is a total lie. I never once had ever claimed that he knew about Mini.
Turn it up a little bit.
The only person I ever in my life heard Terrorizer call a pedophile was Delirious. Ever.
Gladys will go.
Only person. Which I confronted Delirious about. I've got screenshots of that. When that started to pop up, I was asking Delirious, what the fuck? So as this stuff was going on with Terrorizer, at one point I opened up DMs with him again and essentially told him, like, dude, like, I just can't comprehend why you said this shit. I've looked at our DMs. I've looked at like our public tweets. And I don't understand how you got this. And he ended up essentially, through lots of back and forth, agreeing that, okay, yeah, you didn't say it, but it felt like you were alluding to something like that. And so if you watch back his video where he's making this rant,
this guy sounds like such a pussy.
He's making these very specific claims, saying what a slanderous thing to say, whatever else. He's finally admitting to me that, okay, fine, you didn't say it, but he wasn't, initially sure what to even do about it. He didn't want to save face. Like, I know he had that moment with Diesel Patches where I think he really appreciated that Diesel Patches corrected things, but Terrorizer couldn't be man enough to correct what he lied about, that I got harassed relentlessly for.
So
all this stuff was going on, this again. There's
I feel that he's been lied about, guys.
So
don't you feel bad?
PJ looks like he's fucking done too.
I know. I know. Look at that
with Luke. I felt that Luke had mishandled.
Don't fucking talk to Luke. That's your mistake. He drops the soap, dog.
You went to Luke.
I went to fucking Luke of all fucking people. Luke and Keemstar. What is wrong with you?
You have a more sucker voice than me. I
went to the narrator for help about backstabbing my friends.
Dude.
All right. I gotta dedicate the stream Wednesday to this shit. We have.
No, yeah, dude. We'll do our own part too on this shit. But
yeah. But okay, all right. Let's close things off for the night because we're 3.5 hours in, and we got one more. We got one more fucking shit show from Louis on Twitter.
Yeah, but check out fucking TJ's stream. Shit is funny.
Yes.
But we got a super chat from Cheeto Head.
Oh, we did. Oh, Cheeto Head. Thank you. Let me read that real quick. Ohmwrecker is going for the world record speed run of most people dragged down by BS. I mean, I fucking mean, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Funny thing is, Ohm blames Keem for releasing the folder he sent to him.
Yes, he does. It's later on in that. That's what I'm saying. That interview's well over an hour.
Oh my god,
dude! That's what I'm saying. You guys gotta watch that. We're gonna do
everybody.
We're following this shit up.
Wednesday we were going to
Please
follow
join
up on
us
this.
back on
Wednesday we will be back 10:30 Eastern. Make sure you tune in for it. Final tweet from Louis, and I'm sure there's going to be more, so we'll probably have to do a video about it tomorrow.
You want an outro song?
I do want an outro song, but also we got to shout out the Patreon members and our YouTube members. Guys, if you do want to help us support the channel and you've already subscribed and you've already liked, please consider becoming a member. And again, we'll be back on Wednesday, 10:30 Eastern at night, like we do every Mondays and Wednesdays to follow up on this. But Louis Calibre, Cyan, I already said their allegations aren't yours. You and Sarah are the ones responsible for sharing false allegations and narratives. You keep talking about others and not yourselves. I'm here. If you guys had problems with me, you could have came to me. There were proper ways this could have been handled. I know you lied about me. I just hope you didn't lie to me about your stepfather. I even tried helping you with that situation for your little sister's sake. I say this because he wasn't in your Google Doc. Oh my God. I think Louis is gonna try. I think you're right. I think Louis is going full scorched earth on these girls. I want to watch it happen. So I'll be up tomorrow with it. Guys, first off, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Right? We had a lot of viewers tonight, which was nuts. Which was literally nuts. I did not expect this many people to be tuned in.
Yes, Mamma Mia.
That's right. Steve.
Yeah. Make sure you sub to Steve DeLive. Make sure you sub to Sen, and make sure you sub to Toy Bounty Hunters, who are all here tonight. Thank you, John. Thank you, Sen. Thank you, Steve. And thank you, Origami, who is the co-owner of this channel and who did all the research with John tonight for this. And Kayla.
I sent you something. You should look at it before you go. I think you'll like it.
Oh, wait. Is it the...
Well, I sent you the song in the private chat, but I sent it in our group DMs on Twitter, and I think you'll really like it. I think you'll appreciate it.
Okay, all right. Let me get to it real quick.
And just to reiterate, look, I'm just gonna say it. H2O Delirious did nothing wrong.
Yeah, no shit. No shit. He didn't do anything wrong.
I mean,
Prison
it's
Mate
obvious.
Luke dropped the
H2O
soap.
Delirious did nothing wrong.
Keemstar dropped the ball. Prison Mate Luke dropped the soap, and fucking this guy killed his own career.
Ohm answered why I deleted my old tweets better than I ever could. I mean, diversity is good. People loved the session. No one was hating on me for being how I was. I know the importance of context. People with an agenda will spin things out of context. Oh my God. Oh my God. No.
F in the chat for Ohm.
Man, what the fuck is that?
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. That is great. That is
Keemstar. Like you said, this is the truth.
You guys made me hate Keemstar by the end of today's stream.
These are all facts, guys. These are all facts. All right, guys. Thank you so much to our channel members: Condor Commentary, Pat, Noxin, Latchkey Goth Boy, Simply Small Engine Repair, Casual Observer, Let's Complain, Seagull Says, I'm on Blog TV with my blank, blank, blank. Danny Claw, Jazz Rugby, Phoebe Z, Zvez Windrunner, Alpha Russ Official. Thank you so much for being members of the channel. Also, our Patreon members, you guys have been fucking amazing. Thank you so much to Casual Observer, Charles LaForest, Seath Rugen, Zombie Fox, Moray Joel Sanchez, Turtle, Geeky Pixie, Steve DeLive, Julian Cyan, Dagger, Ali, Katie, Lauren S., Ravenous Hound, Chris Anonymous, Zio Returns, Origami, Maria, and Brother Nero. Thank you so much for supporting us both on Patreon and by becoming YouTube members. And finally, the song everybody waits for at the end of the streams. You know what it is.
The one and only.
Sympathy
it's appropriate for
Ohm.
Oh, God. Switch Phil for Ohm just for tonight.
My name is Richard.
Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chilling. Y'all have a good night.
Oh my God. I really need to make this fucking money. I need that money. I really do. I need that money. I'm done. Why am I poisoning? What? Why am I toxic? Got this fucking Why am I toxic? Got this fucking
Feels a faggot. Feels fat. Feels a loser. Feels a loser. Ohm's a faggot. Ohm's fat. Ohm's a loser. Ohm's a loser.
I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Why are you doing this to me? I just can't do it. Real talk, why? Anybody that says they have Apple art. Anybody that says they have Apple art. We made $1 and lost 1 subscriber. So you guys earn 3 minutes of commercials. I don't spill my fingers. I touch my face. Did something that's a twitch. Did something that's a twitch. Got no bitch in my blood. 0 bitch in my blood. Honestly, straight live in people's faces. I don't spill my fingers, right? That was my depression. I need that money. Pay my bills, electric bill, the internet bill. That was my depression. I need that money. Pay my bills, electric bill, the internet bill. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Like, why are you doing this to me? I just can't do it. Why am I toxic? It was like lonely. Why am I toxic? It was like lonely.
Ohm's a faggot. Ohm's fat. Ohm's a loser. Ohm's a loser. Ohm's a faggot. Ohm's fat. Ohm's a loser. Ohm's a loser.
Big up.